Dun, 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 dun. That's fancy intro music, everybody. Ah. If anybody's in here, let me know if you guys can hear me, okay? Hey, King Ramon. Hey, G'd up A-boy. I'm just going to say A-boy. That's too tricky. How's everybody doing today, this afternoon? Hopefully good. I'm doing this live kind of early because I know some of you guys are at work or driving, so you can kind of listen to this and I can get this out of the way. Not that it's like boring or anything, but it's a developing case. I was actually able to find an update about it last night. So I want to get all that information out there to you guys. So that way, if more stuff comes, I can talk about it. So again, like I said, I hope everybody's having a good afternoon on Friday. It's hot as shit down here, like always. And if anybody's in here, let me know if you can hear me okay. Should be okay. It better be okay. I'm going to start writing complaints to StreamYard. They probably won't care, but I remember back in the day when I was growing up, right? That you'd hear people say if you got mad about something or mad at a business, hey, King Ramon. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you're here, you're listening. Thank you. But you probably remember this, King Ramon. Like, I remember back in the day, like, I'd hear my mom or like other adults when they would get mad at a business or something wouldn't go their way, right? The first thing somebody would say, I'm writing a letter. Nowadays, that's like null and void, right? You can send an email, maybe. But if you want, you know what? And that kind of sucks. That's a topic to get on sometime. Because if you have a problem with a business that you're doing business with, whether it's, I don't know, just for example, Cash App or what else could be online? StreamYard, like I was saying, or anything like that. Say you have a problem with them, right? And you email them because normally, for some reason, I know when I've had to call certain places, they don't answer. It's like calling the IRS. Like you're just never going to get through. You're going to be on hold forever. Hey, KT, how's your Friday going? But that's kind of a pain in the butt nowadays, right? Because you either have to take a chance trying to call or you can email, but then you know, you've got to that reminds me of the one story I told. I can't remember if I did it on here or Larry's. I don't remember, but where the one boy, he was trading stocks online and everything, and he sent an email because there was no other place to contact the people, and he ended up taking his own life because he thought that he owed, like, you know, millions of dollars to this company and it was all a mistake. But because they took over a week to get back to him, you know, he figured it was true, and you know, he ended up taking his life, and that's horrible. So that is one gripe that I have about businesses nowadays. There's so many independent ones that are popping up, which is great. But when you have a problem with the business and you want to contact them, sometimes, you know, they just kind of shrug you off, and that's kind of shitty. But that's going to be my rant about, you know, things like that. But I was saying that I'm doing this live kind of early. So, like I said, people that are at work or if you're driving or whatever, you can kind of listen. I've been working on this case. Some of you guys or all of you guys have probably heard about it. It's been in the news quite a bit. It did happen in Florida, of course. Never a dull moment down here, but I want to get all this information out to you guys because I've already had like 2 updates on it already. One was last night, and then the other one was like 2 or 3 days before that. So I want to be able to get this out of the way, get you guys to know what's going on. then that way we can stay on top of it with the updates and everything. Oh wow, KT, you're so lucky it rained where you're at and it cooled down. Uh, I envy where you're at. Where are you? I know that it's been like almost 100 degrees down here for like a week and a half now, and I think it rained one time last week for like 10 minutes. I hate it. But like I said before, I hope everybody's doing good this afternoon. Hope you guys, if you're at work, you get off work pretty soon. Anyone that's interested, don't forget, the trolling competition is tomorrow. From what I know, it's going to be at behind the bar, starting at 10 o'clock, unless they, push it back. From what King Troll was saying on his channel, people are going to kind of be going at it. I think that's like on his side, though, that's how they're going to pick who's going to go at behind the bar. They're going to kind of compete against each other from like early in the morning all the way until late at night when it starts. But like I said, the latest thing that I know about is it'll be behind the bar at 10 o'clock. And I think the cash reward is up to 250 or 300 now. So that's a lot of money. Like, definitely worth doing it. And I know it's roasting, just like the last one was. I'm not sure about the battle rap part, but if you guys have any questions, you know where King Troll is. You can probably just ask him and he'll let you know. Okay, so you're in the Midwest, KT, and it's like 99 to 100. Yeah. So it's hot everywhere. When I did my live this morning, or late last night, kind of, I was talking to Harlem, and he's in New York, and he said it's been, in the 90s up there. So it's kind of been hot everywhere like that. Ew. Well, I don't feel so bad. You guys are kind of suffering with me. Hee hee. But the case I'm doing today, y'all, is the one about the young girl that was 13 named Tristyn Bailey. I don't know if you guys heard about that or not. Like I said, it's been all over the news in Florida. I'm not sure if it's went, how nationwide or whatever. I'm not really sure how far it's gone. But it's younger kids that are involved, so usually that travels better. But this girl was 13 years old, right? And what happened was the morning of May 9th at around 10 o'clock, a missing child's report was issued for her. According to her family, the last time that they had saw her was around midnight the night before, and that she was wearing a cheerleading skirt with kind of a dark colored shirt. Then you know how they do those I'm drawing a blank. What are they called? Amber alerts. Once that was put out, they did a mass notification that was sent out to all of the media to be on alert about where she was or if anybody had seen her. The school district ended up getting notified along with the media, and it went to us, the public. So they were literally just, letting everybody know to look out for this poor 13-year-old girl. They also didn't waste any time. They started with the search parties. Those were started. But here's where it gets kind of, down in the dumps. Unfortunately, a member of her community where she lived at that was in one of the search groups ended up finding her out in a wooded area, kind of by a pond. If you guys, how can I explain it? You guys know when you go in like a suburban area or a nicer area, they kind of have apartment complexes like that down here where they put a retention pond or like a little man-made pond in the middle of it or to the side. Some of those are fenced off. but this one wasn't. It was kind of like that. It wasn't like a huge, you know, swimming destination pond or anything like that. It was just like a regular man-made pond. And the woods that I'm talking about, it wasn't like a thick woods. It was like a group of woods in between maybe like certain businesses and stuff. Like it wasn't really skimpy, but it was a decent sized woods. But we're not talking about like KT, you're in the Midwest. We're not talking about like thick wooded area like that. So if you guys can kind of imagine, you know, just like a little wooded area with one of those man-made ponds. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Oh, I can't wait till I can show you guys videos and everything. But somebody in the search group that lived in her area ended up finding her body in that wooded area. A detail that I was able to find, by the way, was when her body was recovered, they were only able to identify her because of the clothing that she was wearing. And if you remember, I just talked about how her family had said she had her cheerleading skirt on and a dark colored shirt. Somehow, and I know it's really hot down here, so, oh, I don't want to get into this, but you decompose really quickly in the heat. But she was allegedly unrecognizable. And I think the heat and another thing that I'll talk about in a little bit had something to do with that. But the only way that they were able to recognize her right away was because of what she had on. Now, after they ended up locating her body, they ended up doing research and going around, you know, those well-off areas. Everybody's got a doorbell camera or regular camera. So they started searching all the videos around the area. And they were able to get a video where she was seen walking with a male figure around 1:14 a.m. on Sunday. Then at around 1:45, a home video caught the two of them still walking, but on another street. And then there was nothing till around 3:27 in the morning. And the same camera that had caught them walking on that second street, they ended up catching the male figure walking back where they had came from, down the same street, but by himself. And he had his Nike tennis shoes in his hand. He was walking like with no shoes on, which is not that, well, I would say it's not that weird, you know, if you're in a good neighborhood and they have grass and all that stuff. But when it's like 3:30 in the morning, yeah, it's a little bit weird. But they catch him walking back by himself, which is still, I mean, that's not really that big of a deal, you know, at the same time. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything out and do it all in order. You guys know how I'm very anal about that. Oh, when they had found her, and like I had said, that it was hard to recognize her, right? When I was able to get a few more details about this, and like I said, I'm going to try to not go into too much detail. I'm not sure how strong your guys' stomachs are. You'll have to let me know, because some of these crime stories I do can get really, really graphic. So I'm only going to go so deep on this. But if you guys really want me to do details, let me know, because I can take it there if it's available. But when they had found her body, it was still in her own neighborhood, like I had said before, and they were able to tell right away that she had a pretty significant head injury. So I kind of think because of the heat and maybe how bad this head injury was kind of why they couldn't notice her. But the next day, police were able to identify and locate this male behind the bar. I love you. He said, take it there. I love it. Shut up, Maine. I'm only not on. No, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm not on time because shit happens. But me and StreamYard have a love-hate relationship, and they mess with my sound. But thank you for being here, Maine. But the next day, police were able to identify and locate the male figure in the video, right? Because it was dark, and I think it was a really good job that they found this guy that quick. But it was found out to be that this male figure was 14-year-old Aiden Fucci. He also lived in the same area that Tristyn did. And you guys, like I said, remember, this is a richer suburban area. When police did a search of his home, they ended up finding a lot of items of interest in his bedroom. But you guys know how I've talked about this before. When we're talking about an ongoing case or a developing case that hasn't went to court and they're still working on it, they're only going to tell us so many details, right? And in a way, you know, that's good, and they do that so people can't come in there and lie and say that they had something to do with it or try to get a reward or what have you. I get why they do it, but it's kind of annoying at the same time because I can only give you guys so many, you know, details. But here we go. When they did the search of his home, they ended up releasing to the public that they were able to find pieces of clothing that were seen in the video. And when they were examined, they had found traces of blood on them. That was the only thing that I could find out the first couple of days that this had happened. Remember, I've got updates to this too. Now, after, or I should say, while they were doing a search warrant on his house. Hey, Pamela, thank you for coming. But while they were doing a search warrant on Aiden's house, they also had taken him and kind of were questioning him. They put him in the back of a cop car and they were questioning him. Now, he kept changing his story over and over. He also ended up making very vague kind of admissions to the detective while being questioned. So kind of keep a post-it note on that one. Oh, and apparently, well, allegedly, his mother had told the detectives that she had asked him why he was carrying his shoes on that video where they had saw him walking back by himself. He told his mother it was because his feet hurt. So, you know, put a sticky note on that one right there too. But now let me tell you guys what happened. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Because he did something when he was in that police car, and I want to make it in the right order. Okay, I'm just going to throw it in there now. While he was in the back of the police car and the detectives were talking to each other and they were doing the search warrant of his house, because he was not under arrest, right? He was not searched. And you got to remember, he's younger too, so they kind of trust him, throw him in the back, whatever. He's not handcuffed or anything. He has his cell phone with him. And now we're going to go kind of left because he took it there. But anyway, while he's in the back seat of this police car, he ends up using his phone and getting on Instagram. And one of the things that he did was he took a picture of himself in the back seat of the police car, and underneath that caption, when he uploaded that picture, he put, "Hey guys, has anyone seen Tristyn lately?" Oh, my fault, you guys. He uploaded it to Snapchat. So he ended up putting that picture of him in the car with, "Has anybody seen Tristyn lately?" on Snapchat. And that is on its own really messy as hell and disturbing as shit, because, you know, you're going to school with this girl and he didn't know that they had found her body yet, but at the same time, that's really cold-hearted. And we're talking about little kids, not little kids, but it's just amazing to me how a lot of these younger kids nowadays are almost soulless, I would put it, or cold-hearted, in my opinion. Because that picture was not only in bad taste, right? But it was kind of sick and disrespectful. But you guys know that that's going on all over online, so it's not surprising. Also, let me tell you guys this. Now, if you guys have any questions, shout them out in the chat, right? Because this is going to kind of be hard to follow this along, because all of these things were happening at the same time simultaneously because of social media. A lot of this kid's friends, Aiden's friends, were slandering this poor girl, Tristyn. And they were hashtagging shit like "free Aiden," even though he wasn't arrested yet. The slander actually got so bad that the St. John Sheriff's Office released a bulletin saying that a number of social media accounts were being used to give out fake information on the case, and that people were doing it to get like followers and views and things of that nature. And they actually had to put out a bulletin to tell people not to listen to these accounts or report them if they came across them. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples that I was able to find. One of the accounts, and these are all 12 and 13-year-old kids doing this. One of the accounts was saying that she wouldn't have been dead if she hadn't have been dressed the way that she was, that if she wouldn't have snuck out, she'd still be alive. And like I said, these are young boys saying this. They don't even know the details really of what's going on, and they're just throwing this girl's name out there, you know, really bad. But you guys know how it is too. Somebody hears something and they run with it instead of researching it, especially when you're a kid. So, but they start calling this poor girl a damn pack, you guys. Like, you know, I'm smoking on, well, what does Larry always say? Or smoking a Pookie Loke pack. But they started calling this girl a damn pack. These are 12 and 13-year-olds, even 11-year-olds. What are y'all smoking? And then you got the nerve to say you're smoking this girl and she's a pack. Get the fuck out of here. That goes to show, too, now that I think about it, how widespread this drill music is getting. But how in the hell... I think I talked about that last night on my live, where I was like, it's almost a bad thing and detrimental to our youth that they have anything and everything at their fingertips with these phones. You can get on Google and look at shit that when we were growing up, we never would have been able to see. You know, it's sad. I think it's doing more hurt than it is good to these kids, but that's a whole nother live. But yeah, they were calling her a pack and they were saying they were smoking on her. Now, this one threw me back a bit. One of the accounts was a really young white kid, and he was like 8 or 9 years old. And I guess he went semi-viral for rapping an NBA YoungBoy song, and they were calling him NBA White Boy. Yeah, that's what they were calling him, NBA White Boy. So there's a 9-year-old on Snapchat that was doing NBA YoungBoy videos, and they called him NBA White Boy. Okay, that's all I know. I don't know. It's weird as shit. But anyway, people allegedly started cloning this little boy's account. And so the detectives, the clones were saying like, hey, I killed the girl. I had something to do with it and all this other stuff, right? Because I guess a lot of people didn't like this really young NBA White Boy kid. So they start blaming this murder on him or acting like he had helped somebody to do it. Detectives even show up at this boy's house, right? Now, the only thing I could find out on why the detectives went to question this boy was because of the social media. So, you know, for them to do that, they really must have thought he had something to do with it. But, oh, I hate this. Like I said, because it hasn't gone to court, I've only got, well, how would you say it? Like information, but it's got holes in it. So like I said, this is hard to follow, but try. So the detectives ended up recording when they went to this young kid's house, right? And at the same time, the young kid, who is this semi-viral, you know, suburban spoiled ass white kid, is recording them too. And I cannot wait, like I stated earlier, to where I can show you guys clips, because I'll have to get the link and put it in the description box. Dang it, I didn't think about that. Trying to explain this to you guys, I can't do it as good as it is to watch him do it. But, yeah, I'm going to tell you guys what happened when they went to this kid's house. Now, he's recording them, they're recording him. And remember that this is an 8 or a 9-year-old white kid, okay? And I'm going to read you word for word what he said on his recording, because, of course, he posted it. All right. And this is how he said it. He said, and he's showing the two detectives while he's saying this. He's like, detectives out here, bruh. Coming over here on some false arrest and shit, boy. I can't even say this seriously. But he says, coming over here on some false arresting shit, boy. What's your badge number? And he looks at the first cop, right? And he's zooming in on him. And then he's like, what's your badge number? To the second cop. And they're kind of laughing at him, right? And he just keeps saying, he's like, what's your badge number? What's your badge number? And the police officer was like, what's your badge number? And the kid was like, I don't have a badge number. I ain't 12. He was like, coming over here on some false arrest and shit. Man, get the fuck out of my yard. I swear to God, y'all, this is what this kid said. He's like, get the fuck out of my yard. And that's the last part of the video on his end that he posted that's being released right now. I don't have the police version of it, anything like that. But literally, this kid was off the damn thermostat. Like he was, yeah. He has some sort of a issue going on with him. But yeah, he was calling them 12 and cussing them out and everything else. And now that I think about it, he's 8 or 9. Where in the hell were his parents at? Because he was outside with the detectives and there was nobody out there with him. And when they're young, you have to have a parent to question them. So maybe that's why they weren't inside and they were only recording him. Maybe the parents weren't there, but I have no idea. All I know is this kid is a damn mess. So by now, when all this is happening, right, they end up connecting Aiden to the guy in the video. And so now they formally go and arrest him, okay? He's in custody, and he was in juvenile at the time. And like I said, I've got updates to this, you guys, so it's going to kind of go... I'm going to tell you what I found out right away, and then do the updates pretty much, right after. But at the time I was first making this, they had arrested him. He was in a juvenile center at the time. Obviously, they didn't have enough evidence right away to keep him locked up. The camera footage they had the social media comments that he was making that were really, derogatory against Tristyn. And I keep hoping that hopefully they'll charge him as an adult, if he really did this, and he'll go to prison because, he's at that age where you knew better type of shit. So if he really did it, and as violent of a crime that this is, because as I stated earlier, when they found her, she had only been missing 24 hours, not even that, and they couldn't even identify her. That's how fucked up her face looked and her body looked. They only knew it was her from her clothing. I mean, he's so young, he can't even freaking drive yet. And he's doing the shit that he's doing. All right, let me see. While he was in juvie, right? And this is going to be hard for me to put together for you guys. While he was in Florida Juvenile Center, they ended up having him, they gave him an arraignment. Oh, y'all, how about at his arraignment? He was like bawling. Yes, he was. He was crying on camera, right? And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? No, I don't think he was crying either because they think that he killed this girl. I think he was crying because he got caught. Because he literally was fine up until he was like in front of the judge. Then he, so it's like kind of obvious he was putting on a show. So, and I hate to call a young kid like a piece of shit, but this guy, yeah, he's pretty much a piece of shit. I said it. So anyway, he's bawling when he was in front of the judge, right? And like I said, I think he was just sad because he was caught. Now, which update to give you guys first? Let me go ahead and do this one. All right. Let me go read the comments real quick, guys, so I can keep up. Shout out to everybody that's here too, by the way. Thank you guys for being here so much. Yeah, NASA, good one. Yeah, desensitized. Yeah, big time. Hey, Fresh, thank you for being here. Larry, Maine, like I said. And then KT, King Ramon, A-Boy, if you guys are still in here. But shout out to everybody that's here. Thank you so much. The more you guys that are here, the better, because then when I do more updates on this, because you know it's a developing case, I can I won't have to like do my, what do you call it, like my brief rundowns. I can just update you guys, and that'll be way easier for me. Now I've got 2 updates to this, because at the time that I started this, it was only like a day or 2 old. They had found her body. They were looking for a weapon. They had arrested the young boy on 2nd-degree murder charges. And like I said, I'm not sure what evidence they had against him, because they're not releasing it. But this is what's happened in the past week. Let's see. There's a big jet going by, you guys, so hold on a second, because it's loud as hell. Okay. All right, now I'm going to do it this way. The new information is really messed up. Like I said, Maine says to take it there, so I'm going to take it there, but it's still kind of PG. I didn't, get really gory with it, but after they did her autopsy, right? They ended up finding out that this poor girl was stabbed, and that she was stabbed 114 to 120 times. Hey, Quick Vic. Yeah, it happened in Florida, Vic. Yep. So she was stabbed 114 to 120 times. They said that she was allegedly stabbed over and over so much that some of the stab wounds were on top of each other. That's why it's hard for the forensic analysis to get the correct count, because they'll literally stab in the same place, and they have to kind of estimate, if it's 2 or 3 stabs together. Yeah, right, Fresh? Super personal. Super freaking, what would you say, like, evil and personal. All right, so they ended up releasing that. Now, what really made me kind of sad is that out of those 114 to 120 stab wounds on this poor girl, and when you think about it, you guys just thought about this. This is a younger girl. She's not even an adult, right? So she's not even grown. So we're talking about a smaller statured person being stabbed that many times. Because, I mean, oh, God. That's just so horrible. Hey, Crypto. Hey, Gemini. Thank you for coming in. Thank you guys so much for coming. So the poor girl is stabbed, like I said, and there's a word for it. Dang it, I forgot. But where there's multiple stab wounds on top of each other. So that's where you get the estimate 114 to 120. Now, 49, this is an estimate also, but 49 of those stabbings were defensive wounds. So I'm pretty sure you guys know what those are, right? When you're dealing with a knife, your body automatically tries to protect your vital organs, which would be like center mass and your face and things like that. So if somebody comes at you with a knife, it's just human nature for grabbing at the knife. A lot of people that get stabbed and killed, unfortunately, they might be missing fingers and stuff like that, because they're grabbing onto the knife to try to stop being stabbed, even though that, it's horrible, but you're trying to save your life. And she put up a fuck of a fight. She really did. He was 2 years older than her, and he's a guy, so he's going to be a little bit stronger than her, and she was able to literally survive, or at least be conscious, to fight back, 50 sometimes of being stabbed. But that's one of the reasons why they couldn't recognize her, that I found out after, the autopsy came out. because she was stabbed everywhere, you guys. Her legs, her stomach, her neck, her fucking head. I hate it when people stab people in the head. I don't know how they do that shit. It's horrible. It sounds so horrible. That's your skull. I don't know how people do that shit. I really don't. I don't even know if you're in a rage. I hate knives, y'all. I'd rather shoot somebody if I had to. I cannot stand knives. Now, think about this, you guys, too, right? Just in case anybody's thinking that maybe, I don't know, he didn't mean it or he's not actual evil incarnate. Take your arm, right, kind of above your head and swing it down in a stabbing motion. Like, you don't have to do this now, or you don't have to do it at all. But if you guys kind of want like an idea of what it's like to stab somebody and think you don't even have a knife in your hand, take your arm up and bring it back down like in a stabbing motion, like you're stabbing someone. Try to do that like 20, 30, 40 times. Only, 40, 50 times. And watch how tired your arm gets. And this kid stabbed her almost 120 times. So that is really you got to be evil to do that shit. I don't give a damn. You got to be evil. And like I said, 49 of those damn stabs, she was fighting him back. Now, the knife had been found in that pond I was telling you guys about that was kind of across from that wooded area. So divers searched that pond and found this knife. The knife was one of those folding knives, kind of, I think they call it like a buck knife. So that's the kind of knife that he used. Now, when they found the knife, the tip of the knife was broken off. So now they've got to try to find the tip of the knife if they, really want to be able to do all their evidence. So, this just keeps getting better and better. But during the autopsy, I was able to find out this today, that they found the tip of this knife in her skull. So, yeah. So, he stabbed her that hard to actually break the tip of the fucking buck knife off in her skull. So they found the tip of the knife. They got the actual knife, which is more evidence to trace back to this, devil in a human body. And of course, now the autopsy that has been released, they have wonderfully changed his second-degree charges to first-degree murder. Which is a win in my book, right? I'm, hoping he'll be charged as an adult also. Detectives ended up releasing information, too, that he had told a lot of his so-called friends at school that, I think it was the week prior to him doing this, that he had planned on killing someone and dragging them into the woods. So that's another thing that's going to bury him in court. And this was multiple kids he told this to. I want to say it was around 4 or 5. So, once they know that, they can hit him with premeditation. As long as they've got these kids able to say that he had told them that, and you've got 4 or 5 of them, it's not just 1 or 2. Determining premeditation is the biggest thing to be able to charge someone with first-degree murder. And premeditation, just so you guys know if you don't, premeditation could be seconds. It can be actual seconds of you, I don't know, say that you run into somebody that you've hated your whole life, you happen to have a gun on you, and you're like, I'm going to kill this bastard today, and you shoot him. Even if you didn't plan on it, up until 1 second, as long as it's 1 second or more before you hurt that person or killed that person, they can charge you with premeditated murder. And that's when you get the first degree. And the only thing you can get from first degree murder charges is what? Death penalty or life in prison. One of the two. Hey, Roy. Hey, King Twin. Thank you guys, everybody, for being in here. And if you guys have any questions, just throw them in the chat. But the first degree murder charge was a big thing. I was happy about that because, you got to remember, he's a juvenile. and we're in Florida. And remember, I don't know if it's everywhere, but I know in Florida recently they passed that law to where you cannot charge a juvenile, you can't give them the death penalty, because in Florida we have the death penalty. And that's a really debatable argument when they were going through with that, but they actually ruled, and now it's a law to where they cannot charge or give the death penalty to a juvenile. They can't. I think they, what did they call it? They said it was like cruel and unusual punishment because they're not fully developed or anything like that. But I think it should go case by case, honestly. But I'm not in the court system, so I don't have a say in that shit. But anyway, like I said, I hope they charge him as an adult, right? And they've got the friends, like I told you guys, that he was bragging about. And he didn't say he was going to murder Tristyn. He didn't say he was going to do it to a girl, allegedly. They had just said, he said he was going to stab somebody and drag them into the woods. And that's exactly what he did. On top of these people or these kids that he bragged to, that's exactly what he did. He killed her in the woods. Also, I haven't been able to find any kind of motive, right? No kind of motive at all, which is frustrating. But it hasn't been released. I don't even think that he said why, because, you know, he's trying to act like he didn't do it. So now here's an update that I found. And this one kind of blew me a little bit on top of everything else. Pause. But the update here is, oh shit, what date was it where they did the search warrant? Oh boy. It was like the 4th or the 7th of June where they did the search warrant. Or no, not the search warrant. They put out a warrant for his mother. His mother, you guys, his mother. Now, remember, he's 14 years old. So his mom, oh, they didn't give her age, but I would probably put her at what? Like if he's 14, she's probably in her 40s, maybe early 50s, depending when she had him. But she's old enough to know better, right? So listen to this. There was a warrant put out for her. She ended up turning herself in, and she was being charged with tampering with evidence. She was officially booked into the county jail at noon, and then she ended up getting released on a bond of $25,000, and I'm not sure if that's the 10% or not, at around 1:45 p.m. So she was only booked into jail for like an hour and 45 minutes. And that's quick as hell. They must have kept her in like the booking cells, because you guys know how long it takes to bail somebody out. I swear they just sit there and take their time on purpose. But anyway, the best explanation I was able to find about when they were doing the search warrant, when they had him in the back of the car, right? Now remember, the neighbor's cameras had caught him walking with her. Then it was him walking by himself. His mother also had security cameras, right? But get this, they had cameras inside their house. Inside the house, right? Now, I guess maybe she forgot about that, or didn't think that, I don't know, maybe she's not that bright. I just don't know, but she must have forgotten about that small detail, or didn't think that the detectives would view the inside cameras. That was probably it. But get this. When they were doing that search warrant on the house, the mother was, in the house. I think the dad was in the house, and they had the little boy in the cop car while he was taking pictures of himself. But detectives ended up taking the camera footage from inside the house to be reviewed, along with all the other footage to be reviewed. And boy, oh boy. Remember when I told you guys that when he was being questioned, he had his phone and was taking his Snapchat shit, right? Now, his mother, at the same time he was doing this, was inside the house, and she's on camera doing this. I don't know if it has sound or not. Ooh, it does. It does have sound. And you guys you'll know why in a little bit. His mom was on the cameras inside of the house, right? Running into his bedroom, coming back out of his bedroom with a pair of like blue jeans. And she ends up going and taking them into a bathroom. And I don't know if the door was open and they were able to see her do this, or what the, explanation is, but they know that she was scrubbing the jeans by hand in the bathtub. And you know what, now that I think about it, this is a really, really rich neighborhood, right? So she couldn't use the old, oh, I don't have a washer, so I was hand washing clothes type of shit. She can't even use that excuse or anything like that, because we're talking about rich people here. Like, not like, rich, but these houses were huge. So it's not normal for her to be hand washing shit. So she is seen taking them into the bathroom, scrubbing them in the bathtub, and then she takes them into her master bedroom, but there's no cameras in her bedroom, right? So they're not sure what she was doing with the jeans when she was in the bedroom. But about an hour later, she has a friend come over and she's talking to the friend. And this is how I tell you guys that there was sound on the cameras, right? Because they're both being filmed. She brings the jeans out and is showing her friend these pants. And while she's putting them out on the table, and remember, at the same time, he's being interviewed, but not arrested. Oh, yeah, shit, you guys. I forgot all about that part. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. But she ends up talking to her friend, and she asks the friend, hold on, let me find it, because I wrote it down, because I didn't want to get it wrong. Oh, let me find it really quick. Because they heard them talking, and she had asked the friend something like, or no, my bad, you guys. The friend asked her what she was looking for when she had laid the jeans out on this table. And she had said something along the lines of, I'm looking for blood. And the friend just kind of, I guess, side-eyed her a little bit. And she asked her, can you see anything? And the friend was like, no, I don't. And we all know, we're not slow. We all know that it doesn't matter if you wash something, especially if you only wash it once. Even if you scrub it, they can still test for blood. And it also can be naked, like the naked eye might not see it. We might not be able to see a little speck of blood. And Lord knows those forensic people are great at what they do, and they can dig that shit up out of any kind of fabric. So her little washing that she was doing, probably didn't work. Okay, let's see here. Okay, now when they arrested him, right? You know how he's a minor, so you guys know that they have to question him with his parents, right? Now, hold on real quick, guys. I've got so much info. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't leave anything out. That's another thing, too, that we all know, right? That cameras in interrogation rooms have sound. Okay, so picture this. They've got the dad and and you don't hear about the dad much in this so far, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. He hasn't spoken or done anything like that. You just really don't hear anything about it. When I had heard about the so-called friend that the mother was talking to about, do you see any blood on the jeans and everything, I thought maybe they meant the dad, but no, it wasn't. He was somewhere and she had a friend over. But oh, where is it? I wrote it down because they had the parents and him in the interrogation room when they finally charged him and arrested him. And I wrote it down so I can tell you guys exactly what they said, because the detectives do what they always do and left them in there on their own with no police officers and no detectives in there. And they do that on purpose, because if you're in there with more than yourself, you're more than likely going to be running your mouth, and they can hear it. So they literally make up any excuse to walk outside of the interrogation room, and then they literally go watch you and listen to you while your dumbass is in there, you know, talking to whoever. They'll even let you have your phone and everything in there just so you'll bury yourself. Dang it, I'm gonna get frustrated. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, guys. Because I don't wanna leave anything out. I remember what was said, but I want to make sure that I say it word for word. I still can't believe that really young guy though, that little NBA white boy. Oh my god. All right, let's see here. I'm about to just tell y'all. Hold on. Oh, I can't remember if I told you guys or not, but when the mom was arrested, her charge is tampering with evidence. Oh, and on the press conference, they said she might be charged with other charges also. So that's definitely developing. I'm about to just tell you guys. Hold on. I took so many notes, you guys. It's crazy. Okay. I found it. Ah, yay. Okay. I found it. Okay. All right. So the mom and dad and this kid are in the interrogation room. The detective ends up saying, hey, I got to go do whatever in the hell. And he walks out. Now, the mom turns to the kid and says, what were you wearing that night? Right now, remember, this was when he was brought in for questioning, but he wasn't arrested on first-degree murder charges yet. So this was before the mother did what she did. She turns to him and says, what were you wearing? He turns to her and just says, jeans. She ends up asking him, are you sure there's nothing on them? And he looks at her and he says, I think so. Why? Like with a question. And she kind of gives him like a really weird, surprised look, like, are you sure type of look? And then he looks at her and he says, blood. So that's telling us that basically he was trying to, you know, still deny it, keep it from his parents or whatever. But yet that the mom kind of didn't believe him. And, you know, he ended up telling her that all he said was the one word, blood. So that's how she knew to get the pants and do what she did with the pants. Now, when the detectives ended up getting to the friend, right? They already got to the friend and questioned her, the same one that, you know, looked at the jeans with the crazy mom. When she was questioned, the friend had said that she had asked her, what are you looking for on the pants? And the mom said blood. And then the mom allegedly told her that she had washed the jeans one time already, and that she ended up scrubbing the jeans on top of that. And the friend actually told her, you know, you can get in trouble for that, right? That's evidence. And, you know, allegedly she didn't give a shit. Now, by the way, you guys, this is in Duval County, which is around Miami area. And I do want to say, right, that I'm pretty sure he's going to get torn up in jail. If he's in there as an adult, because they've already raised his charges to first-degree premeditated murder. I mean, he's going to get a run for it. If you guys look at my thumbnail, that's the picture of the boy on the right-hand side, and then the girl's on the left-hand side. And he looks like some wimpy, suburban, spoiled, you know, white boy. If he ends up in, you know, Duval County jail, let alone a prison, I hate to say it, but he'd probably end up being one of those kids that would like off himself, because they're literally going to use him. They are going to end up raping that kid, beating that kid's ass. Like, they're going to take him through the ringer, you guys, because you can just look at him and tell that they're going to mess him up. Like, he's either going to have to be put in, what is it called? PC, protective custody, while he's in jail, or he's going to have to be in solitary or something. I do know that right now I was able to find out that while he's locked up in an actual adult jail, since they raised his charges, he is being kept separate from the regular population in the county jail because he is younger. But he is in an actual, he was moved from the juvenile facility to an adult jail. So, and like I said, he deserves it all. That's his karma in my book. You know, because you literally stabbed this poor girl for absolutely fucking nothing. I can tell you guys that too. She was not raped. None of that. He literally just stabbed her to death in one of the most brutal ways possible. And like Fresh had said earlier, when you stab someone, right, that is extremely personal. That's why a lot of times when the police get called and you've got a victim that was stabbed, most of the time they know, or I think the statistics are like 89% of the time, it's somebody that you knew, because that's such a personal way of killing someone. You're literally inches from that person, and you're, you know, like I said, you're stabbing them, raising your arm up again, stabbing him again, raising your arm up, stab, 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 stab in the head. He was just wildly stabbing. And she was fighting him back. She was literally fighting for her life. That poor girl. I can't imagine, you know, how she felt or what she felt for those 50 stab wounds that she was conscious for. And then for him to keep going. Like, you want to talk about overkill? That's a big thing in murder trials also. If they can prove that you did overkill, a lot of people will go to jail, and when they go to court, they try to, you guys have seen this, where they try to prove that, oh, he came at me, or a lot of women will try to get off with murdering their husbands, saying that he came at me, or we had domestic violence and everything. And whether they shoot him or stab him, a lot of times you'll hear them say, well, why did you keep stabbing, or why did you keep shooting? You know, like, once they're dead, that's where you get into that thin line of overkill, where they can charge you with more and your ass won't get out of jail because they're going to know that you did the shit on purpose. Because that's when that anger takes over. It's, you know, not just adrenaline. But I'm not going to lie, you guys. I wish I was going to be a fly on the wall to see how it's going for him in there. Like, no lie. Because he deserves everything he gets. I don't give a shit. I don't. He's evil, period, to be able to do that. She didn't provoke him. They weren't dating. None of that. And he had told her, by the way, he told her that they were going to, she snuck out, you know, to meet him, and they were going to go meet some friends. So she thought they were going to go to like a little get together or whatever, a little kickback with their school friends. That's how he tricked her. Now, I want to ask you guys really quick. Let me go through and see the comments. Hold on. All right. Ah, Fresh, you put behind the bar in the corner. Oh no, what's happening? Y'all some bullies. Hey, Lady Snoop. Yeah, right, Vic. I'm telling you. Well, I mean, and you know how it is down here in Florida. The biggest thing that's so bothersome, right, is that it's the kids. It's getting younger and younger. Like, I've got another case right behind this one, you guys, that I'm gonna do later on. That's even more, like, it's these kids. I don't even know what to. It's just, I don't know, you guys. It's just, it's getting really bad out here. Not only do you have to worry about adults, you know, being crazy as shit. Now the months, it's getting hotter and hotter, and I don't know about where you guys are at, but in Florida, people literally go crazy down here because of the heat. So it's just gonna get fucking worse. Okay, what did you say, Vic? He says, Fabe, did you hear about the guy that killed his father and mother and cut off the mother's head and put it in a boiling pot of water? I did, Vic. Yep, I sure did. They actually had his trial not too long ago. I watched it on court TV. And he was a weird, peculiar looking person. He was weird looking. But yeah, he ended up, I think that was his stepmother, actually. Yep, he killed the father. She went to Walmart that day. He ambushed her when she came home, stabbed her, and she was trying to pull herself on the carpet to get away. He kept stabbing her, and like you said, he ended up decapitating her and cooking her head on the stove for days. Yep. Those are the kind of people that are around here. Um, oh yeah, Vic, the chemical that they spray that illuminates blood, that's the luminol. And how about luminol is kind of a really cool chemical, right? You guys have seen it on shows and everything where they spray it and then you turn off the lights and it illuminates any kind of blood or traces of blood. Oh, shit. By the way, when they came back and did more forensic work in the house, right? They ended up finding traces of Tristyn's blood in the kitchen sink, or the kitchen, damn it, the bathroom sink where the mom had done the jeans, and the bathroom drain of the tub. So yeah. Hey, Res girl. Hey, Jen. I know, right, Roy? NBA white boy. I almost died when I read that. But like I said, I didn't go look at the video. I didn't, after I saw his video of how he was acting and everything, I was like, oh, this is some spoiled, entitled asshole kid. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole to watch his semi-viral video. But they ended up calling him NBA white boy because he made a video doing an NBA young boy song. And I guess that's what internet people nicknamed him. No, Jen, you missed my cocaine hippo story. Oh my God. You've got to go back and listen to that. That was like the best part. Yes, Pablo Escobar had some hippos brought over to his estate in Colombia in like 91 or 92. And he had four of them brought over, right? And now there's 80 of them over there. And they don't know, they've got to get rid of them some way somehow because they're actually damaging the ecosystem of Colombia because Colombia doesn't have hippos. They're not native to Colombia. And they're shitting, you know, hippos are huge, right? So they're letting these huge hippo dumps in the water and it's killing the fish and like the other, you know, they've got manatees and otters and it's screwing their ecosystem up big time. So they're over there trying to figure out what they want to do. There's only 80 right now, but they, if you figure if they leave them alone by 2040, oh, I think I had figured there'd be like 1,300 of them, and it's really hard for them to neuter them because, you know, TMI. But I had to read about it, so I'm going to share the knowledge with you guys. Hippos' nuts are actually kind of where their stomach is, so it's really hard for them to get to their nuts and sterilize them. So, you know, they really don't want to do that. And then it's not 100% guaranteed, I guess. So, but the scientists and the politicians want to cull them, you know, just kill them and be done with it. But the people, they like the hippos. They've gotten used to them being there and they like them because they're not, you know, there's something new. So they're having this big uproar about what to do about these, you know, hippos. And I called them the cocaine hippos because it was Pablo Escobar. But they're having a big issue on what to do with these damn hippos. And it's not, they're so huge and so threatening. You can't go catch them and move them, you know, back to where he got them from. You've either got to get rid of them or, I don't know, spend years and years trying to sterilize them. Then how would you know if you even got them all? Because they could hide. I don't. Anyway, but that was my cocaine hippo thing. You got to go back and listen to it. It was hilarious. What Quick Vic say? They will kill him in prison eventually, but he will be put in PC for quite. Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. They're going to take him all up and through there. Is it Jacksonville, Big 72? Okay. Oh, shit. Yep. Then what am I thinking is down? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. I don't want to get sidetracked off of my. Oh my gosh, man. It feels good to be free. Fresh locked you up. Yes, you're going to have to go back and listen to it, definitely. Yes, Roy, he will. Yep. Oh God, Roy, don't be flirting with my subscribers. My friend Jen. Be nice. Ooh, Maine, by the way, I watched that coverage you did on that Asian guy. That was really good, by the way. I really, really liked that. That was really good. A good video. I'm just catching up on what you guys are saying. Maine. How much do you have to donate to meet Jalapeno? Eh, Jalapeno is a camera hog. I swear to God. You can hear her in the background already, like squeaky, squeaky, squeaky during every show. I don't know if you caught my show last night, Maine, but I thought it was slick, right? And I gave her a bone. And I was like, oh, that'll keep her busy, right? She won't be squeaking the toy in the background and annoy me or like take away from what I'm trying to say, right? Because no matter, if Larry's on the panel or everybody's like, jalapeno, and it takes away from what I'm talking about. She ate that bone and had it gone in less than 2 minutes. So that didn't work, but I tried. Yes, Jen, yes. Oh, I'm so mad that you missed it last night. Oh yeah, that who said that on the show last night? Shit. I think it was Harlem. I think Harlem had said, Jen, get this, that hippos are actually responsible for like 3,000 human deaths a year. What the shit? I've never heard, well, we don't really live where there's like, hippos randomly running the streets, but I've never heard that before. Like I hear about people getting killed by alligators or shark attacks or, animal stuff, but I cannot believe that they kill almost 3,000 people a year. That is wild. And like you're saying, not only can they be very territorial and dangerous, they're multi-ton animals. You couldn't move one if you bet your life on it. Like you'd probably, even if you tried to run one of those damn things over, it probably would take the car out. That's just crazy. Hey, Pink Sugar. Thank you for being here. Everyone, everyone, everyone. I'm reading your comment, Jen. So hippos are more dangerous than, oh, damn it. It just jumped on me. Okay. That's what she said. Oh, you guys were talking about whether elephants or hippos are, yeah, hippos. I can pick, because hippos have like, elephants have that weight and that girth and that height to them, right? But hippos, not only do they have the weight, they're bulky as shit. And have you seen their teeth? Like, if you look up a video, I don't know, YouTube just feeding a hippo a watermelon. If you've never seen a hippo squash a watermelon, I mean, you can imagine if they got your head in there. They literally squash it in like less than a second. It's just amazing how powerful and how big their mouth is. And then their teeth are weird, right? They chew like in the back. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. But if you ever get bored one day, just kind of Google or YouTube Google uh hippo eating a watermelon, because it's definitely a sight to see. Yes, yeah, they charge people. Oh, quick Vic. That's what they were saying back when Escobar ended up being killed. I think it was in 93. They had actually tried, he used to let him roam free on his estate, and I think he had like 3,600 acres, and that's a lot of fucking land, right? But he used to let him just run around. And at the time, like I said, there were only four. But when they tried to confront the hippos, they would charge them. There was no way, like I said, they're not docile at all. There's no way to be able to, go up to him and put a rope around him and be like, hey, let's move you over here. No, that's not going to work. So they were very aggressive already back then. That is true, Jen. Yep, elephants are. Elephants do. I actually just saw that not too long ago in an article about an elephant at a circus or something like that that ended up killing like a mom or something. I can't remember though. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember if he fell on her or like he charged. I don't remember what he did. King Ramon, stop it. The Hungry Hungry Hippos game. Oh my God. That was my shit. I actually have that game right now. Like, I would play that with my stepkids. Like, I love that hippo game. I used to think I was slick and had extra balls to it. Um, that, you could actually get, like, I would have more, so I would, like, cheat kind of. But that was when I was younger. CryptoBank says, why would people think hippos are friendly? Ooh, that's a good point, Crypto. They damn sure don't look friendly, right? And then they're all in groups in the water, just kind of like looking at you and shit. Oh, Jen, that was a big thing too, that they're having a problem with the hippos, right? Because there's no predators in Colombia that eat hippos or kill hippos. So they can literally live in Colombia in that environment like forever. They'll live like and just keep breeding and breeding and breeding because there's multiple fish they can eat. There's no predators over there to bother them. It's like a paradise, for hippos. Okay, QuickBook says, Fave, did you hear about the couple that buried their kids in the boyfriend's backyard? The boy had autism. Okay, Vic, are you talking about the one where the lady is still on trial and COVID kind of messed it up? Was that the one where, oh my gosh, okay, now that you're refreshing my memory, was that the one where she was married? She ends up starting an affair with this YouTuber guy that has a podcast, and they start this online relationship. Her husband ends up being mysteriously killed by her brother. Her brother ends up, oh my God, I should do this case. Her brother ends up mysteriously dead a couple months later. And then the kids show up in the boyfriend's backyard. And now the boyfriend and her are going through trials right now. If that's what you're talking about, I should do that case because that is so messed up, you guys. Not only did her husband at the time turn up being shot by her brother, who ended up turning up dead, but she had a husband before that was shot. Like, I mean, this is the first time, and she's been surrounded by people she's been killing. It's obviously she did it, and she's been able to get away with it the whole time. Like, just wild. Maine is a trip. King Twin, no. Hippos are not slow. Uh, I mean, they're not like cheetahs or anything like that, but those little suckers can move. That's just kind of how I thought alligators would be slower the bigger they are. And no, the hell they're not. Those things can move at like the speed of, I mean, I can't even explain it. By the time you see one of those bitches running at you, you better have something you can jump up into, like a tree or some shit, because they're gonna get your ass. If they're close enough to be, they they are fast. They are fast as hell. I can't wait till I can show you guys clips because I'd bring one up. I mean they're fast. Hippos are the same way. They're probably not, I don't know how fast hippos are, but they've got that weight to them. But yeah, they're not that slow. They're not slow like that. They'll get your ass. Well, hey, they're actually not, they're killing 3,000 of us a year. So, they can't be that slow. Okay, hold on. Vic says they think the brother-in-law did it. That's right. So we are talking about the same case, Vic. Okay, yeah. She tried to, yes, blame her brother because when the police showed up, the brother had said that the husband showed up and started fighting back and forth with him and that he shot him. And then all of a sudden, a couple months later, Now the brother is dead. And like you said, they tried to say that he committed suicide, but you know that he didn't. Like, there was no way. He had all this stuff to look forward to, and like, that case is so fucked. Like, that's like the only way you can even describe it. Jen, yes. Pablo Escobar's old estate, they're using it as like a tourist attraction to where you can go there and you can see everything, and a lot of the animals, instead of moving them, they left them there and just kind of made it, like you said, like a tourist attraction slash zoo type of thing because it's so big. That's what she said. Why don't they just shit in the grass for fertilizer? I mean, I don't know, because they're lazy. They eat all those fish in the water and they're just going to shit where they swim at, nasty bastards. And hippos are huge. Think about the shits they take. Those poor fish. Like, I feel so bad for the manatees in that water, and those little otters that I like so much, little small clawed otters in the water, and the fish in the water. Like I said, their shit is literally killing. It's developing a form of algae that's killing the fish and taking oxygen out of the water. It's really bad what they're doing. They're definitely going to have to take care of it. I'm not going to lie. Like I said in my show last night, I would just call them while there's only 80, and oh well. Like, the people would have to be mad at me because, like I said, if you add it all up, if they wait until 2040, there'll be 1,300 of them. And then what are you going to do? It'd be hard enough to try to catch them anyway, or to cull them, because it would take weeks because they're going to be hiding and everything else. Like, oh boy. You're right, Vic. It is very sad. It is. And when all that killing was happening around this crazy lady, what's her name? Lori Daybell, or I think is her name. She's batshit crazy. But when those kids disappeared, I couldn't believe it. I already knew, because she was killing, so I already knew. And it's so sad because her daughter was like 16, like she was that close to being able to get out of the house and be on her own, and that's so sad. All right, Jen, what did you put? Last November, right down the street from where I live, a mother shot her kids, killed her 15-year-old. The 7-year-old survived. He goes to school with my son and he's in a wheelchair. Oh, hell no. The mother was a substitute teacher oh my. It's a good thing she didn't do anything at the school. Oh, wow. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but there's a lot of, what do they call it? Feminicide, where a mother kills her kids. There's a lot of that shit going on. A lot of it. More than, like way more than normal. I mean, there's literally a case damn near every day that you can find where a mother has killed her kids. Every day. And that is very, very unfortunate, because there's people out here that can't have kids. And now they've made it to where you don't even get in trouble if you don't want your kid. If you don't want your kid, you're literally allowed, I guess, to drop it off at, like, I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there, but they have drop-off spots like hospitals or fire departments or things like that. And you don't have to give any information. You could just literally drop your kid off and be like, I don't want this person anymore, and leave. You don't face any legal repercussions. So why they're killing their children, I really don't get it. There's so many people out here that would love to take care of a kid, or it's very sad because children are really defenseless, just like animals are. And just like animals, they don't ask to be here. So it's just so sad. It really is. That's crazy though, Jen. That is wild as hell. That's crazy. Oh shit, Vic, you're right. Oh hell no, I forgot about that too, y'all. We gotta do that case. That was right too. when they were messing around online, right? She went and visited him. I want to say once or twice too. I want to say he was in Ohio. She went and visited him like twice, right? Because, and believe it or not, you guys, this guy was a YouTube podcaster, right? And he was like one of those conspiracy people, but he talked about like, he did like a numbers thing. I didn't go down the rabbit hole with that, but he did weird shit with numbers to basically say whether you were a dark light or a light light and whether you were supposed to be here or not be here and what your purpose was and shit. And so, you know, they ended up getting I guess she was like a YouTube groupie for this guy. She ends up meeting him, they start cheating together, and just like Vic said, not only did her husband get shot and murdered, but his wife ended up dying. And here's the kicker on that too. He actually told his wife that he felt she was going to die before she died. That's creepy as hell. Like, if I was her, I would have got the fuck out of Dodge. Like, if you come to me, I don't care how long we've been together, and you're like, hey, honey, how was your day at work? And you're like, oh, it was cool. You know, what do you want to have for dinner, right? And then they're like, oh, I don't know, how's Taco Bell? And then all of a sudden your husband's like, oh, that sounds great. You know, let's go in the car and let's go get it. And you're getting ready to go in the car, and all of a sudden your husband's like, oh, hey, I had a feeling, right? And you're like, okay, like, you know, what'd you have a feeling about? Well, I have this feeling that I think you're gonna die pretty soon, you know. I'm not really sure how, but I'm pretty sure over 100% that you're gonna die. And if you do, because he said some weird ass shit, like if you feel it coming or if you think it's gonna happen, just let it take over type shit. Like, he was literally trying to convince her to like go with it. And they're still actually, they've exhumed her and they're still doing tests on her because they know that he killed her. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if you come to me with some shit like that, I'm leaving. I'm not fucking with you again. I'll leave all the shit at the house. I don't need it. I'm no way. Nope. Uh-uh. Hey, Harlem. Oh my god, that's a good idea, King Ramon. Whee! That's a really good idea, King Ramon. Yeah, right. Quick Vic, don't sleep on him. Literally. Crypto, what's my favorite animal? You guys should put it in the chat too. What's everybody's favorite animal? My favorite animal domestically would be dogs. And if I had to say wild animal, I would pick, there's a lot of them to me. Because I want to get a small clawed otter so bad. Oh, I want to get one so bad. And I love manatees, but I really love like black panthers. You can actually own a black panther down here. And I always wanted to have one, right? I didn't think of the fact, like, you know, how you would feed the big, you know, thing and keep it from eating you alive. But I always thought, like, wouldn't it be cool to like walk down the street and be taking your black panther for a walk, like instead of a dog and shit? Like, that'd just be badass, right? That's what I thought about when I was, you know, some years and years ago. I didn't think about you'd have to feed the big bitch. And they eat like how much a day? That's crazy. Okay, let me see. Roy, stop lying. Roy, you better be lying, Roy. They say hippo meat is delicious. You need to stop it. No way. Oh, Vic, you found they can run up to 30 miles an hour. See? See? They are fast. Well, that's fast if you're running, in my opinion. 30 miles an hour, shit. You got to go 25 miles an hour in a school zone or 15 or whatever. So that would be fast as hell. $30 miles an hour. Wow. That's wild. Oh, Roy. Oh my God. You better put a comment down there about why you know that or where you heard that from, because that's, you know what though, there are a lot of rich people out there that eat some weird shit just because they can pay for it. So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody's tried hippo meat, but it's got to be illegal because it's illegal even to have them like that. Yeah, Vic, I agree. She said after her sister died last year and messed her up, and then COVID put her over the edge. Still, you don't kill your child, kill yourself, you selfish bitch. I hate that too, you guys. These women that are killing their children, but then they pussy out and don't kill themselves. But they try to, when they get caught, they're all like, oh, well, I planned on killing them and then killing myself. But, like, oh my God, you guys, there's one right now. Oh, God. And I want to say this is in Florida too. Oh, boy. But there's a mom that actually, she hung her daughter and her son down in her basement. I guess it can't be Florida because they have a basement. But and then she tried to say that her son had done it. Her son was like 10, I think. And the police obviously were able to reenact it and find out that he wasn't strong enough to be able to do it. But she literally, yeah, she ended up hanging them in the basement, leaving them. She went to like the store while they were dying. And then when she got home, she tried to act like, oh my God, what happened? It's horrible. Vic says, I have a son and twin daughters, and I couldn't imagine anything happening to them. Like I would have to take myself out. Well, right? Okay, when you're a parent, like everybody in here probably, like Maine, I know Maine has kids, Jen has kids, Vic, you've got kids, like even me with my stepkids. As a parent, let alone like me, I would die for my stepkids. Like you're supposed to protect them. You're supposed to give your life for them if it comes down to that. So, that's a normal parenting feel. That's the right kind of emotion to have. But then you get those sickos out here that they care more about themselves than they do their own children. You even get people that are jealous of their own children. Like I know you guys have heard of that, right? You'll get a marriage or a baby mom, baby dad, or whatever, and the mother will be paying attention to the child, which as a newborn, that's what you would be doing. And the husband will get jealous and leave the wife because they're not getting the attention they used to, or that people are fucked up. Exactly, Jen. Yep. Oh, Vic, you're right. He did show up because they were oh, did you hear about him winning the lottery, Vic? Shit, I forgot about that. He ended up winning the lottery, and they were joking, saying that was he going to bail her out of jail because she had like $1 million bail. I remember that. Dang, there's even more screwed up details that keep coming out of this stupid case. That's got to be the most messed up one of the year, though. Not, I don't really know if it's the most messed up one, but your son asked you which favorite animal is. They've got Jen. They've got these little teeny little monkeys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. I only saw them one time, and it was like a Disney World or Sea World or some shit like that. And they're like they're I think they're smaller than like a pop can, and they've got the cutest little faces. Like they look wise, if that makes sense. They've got like little white hairs, like they've got little beards, but they're so small. I can't remember what they're called, but they are so cute. Oh, Larry, you're a trip. Yeah, Larry's ready to put a baby in somebody. I can't. I'm gonna skip that, Larry. All right. All right. Jen says the husband walked in on her ready to kill herself, but he stopped her. I would rather her be in jail for life than taking the easy way out. The sick bitch should think about her children every day for it. That's true too. And Jen sums it up very well right there. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. People are straight fucked in the head, Jen. Yep. I second that completely. I don't mean to laugh, Jen. It bit you. I can't. I know you were probably butthurt. You're like, oh wow, this is so cute. Let me hold it. And it's like lunch. Oh no. You poor thing. Hopefully it didn't hurt that bad. That's horrible. Oh, what'd you say, Vic? You think everybody should have the right to carry a firearm, felon or not? Ew, Vic. Maybe I should do a show about that and have you up here talking about that one because I disagree with that. And I disagree with that one reason being that there's a lot of people out here that are mentally, like Jen said, they're mentally touched in the head, right? And even certain people, whether female or male, that have domestic violence in their record, it's illegal for them to have weapons. And I can totally see why, because people like that react before they think. And I've seen too many cases where people have been murdered all because a spouse ended up hearing something or thought they heard something, and the whole time it wasn't even true. But because they're such a hothead, they end up murdering their wife or the husband or whoever, and it turns all to be for nothing. So I definitely don't agree with everybody being able to carry. I think mentally ill and shit like that definitely should not be able to at all. Unless there was some way they would take each other out, then maybe that would work. But I don't know. I don't know about that one. The little asshole bit you. You got bit by a chipmunk too? Dang, Jen. That's crazy. Did it hurt really bad? I know chipmunks are kind of tiny, but they got those teeth and they eat those nuts and stuff, so they gotta have some strong teeth. I don't blame you, Vic. I kind of quit following it too. Oh, okay. So you're doing stipulations on the carrying. Okay, I got you, Vic. I got you. Yeah, I agree with you, Vic. Though I actually fell back on it too because it was just so. Once they had found the bodies, and then what was even more screwy about that, because she kept lying, saying that she had placed the children somewhere and that they were safe. That was her excuse. But once they found the bodies, they weren't even that far from the house. I don't know how people do that shit. They kill someone and they bury them right outside their bedroom window and shit and just live life like it's completely normal. I would not, even if I couldn't stand, okay, like if I killed my ex, right? And I would love to like torture the shit out of him, but even if you kill someone that deserved it or you can't stand, I still wouldn't be burying that son of a bitch right outside my window. Like that shit's creepy and that's weird. But there's been quite a few cases where I've seen that. They'll bury people under the porch. Look at the serial killer John Wayne Gacy. His psycho ass had all those bodies in his damn, what do you call that, under the house? Damn it, there's a word for it. Oh, what is it called? That place under the foundation of your house. He was literally like, he had like 30 bodies under his house. And was just, living with the wife and the dog upstairs like everything was cool. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys know this fact about him, but allegedly when they had went to his house and they caught him, right, they could smell decomposing death, of course, because he had 30 plus bodies underneath his fucking floorboards. He tried to say it was his dog, that his dog had gotten into something and it was smelling like that. And the police looked at him like he was crazy as shit. Because if you've ever smelled death before, even like a dead animal, you know there's like no smell close to that. Like you know that's death. Hey Lonnie, I'm glad you're here. How's your Friday going? How's everybody's Friday going? Oh, crypto's talking about crypto. I wish I was knowledgeable on that stuff. But anyway, poor Jen. You got bit by a baby or a teeny miniature monkey and a chipmunk. That's some shit that would happen to me, Jen, because I have the worst luck in the world. That's horrible. You poor thing. Oh, by the way, thank you, you guys. Shout out to Lady Fresh and King Ramon for the donations, you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Oh, Lonnie, you're getting off work. When do you get off, Lonnie? I'm doing this live right here. If you have time to go back and listen to it whenever you get bored or whatever. But I'm doing this case about the younger girl that was murdered by the younger boy, and I'm putting it out there so that way everybody knows the details of what's going on, because the updates are coming so fast that I was trying to hurry up and put it out. I actually had 2 updates to do, and I just started the case happened like recently, so that's why I'm doing a daytime live. And then how about I was live last night, and I guess you had went live, so that's why I wasn't over there. And then Larry and I were going to come over to your channel, but I guess you ended your live before I ended mine. I was like, dang it. Because in a perfect world, I would love it to where like all of us go live and you continuously can just bounce from like, you know, one of us to one of us to one of Oh, that's not too bad. So yeah, you're almost off. That's good. That's good. That's good. Vic, I keep forgetting what part of Florida you're in, but is it as like I'm south? I know you said you're southern Florida before. What's the temperature where you're at? It's like 98 where I'm at, and humid as all get out. It sucks. I hate it. And we've gotten no rain in forever. But like I said, Harlem, when I was talking to him last night, he was saying it was 90 up in New York. There's definitely some sort of heat wave going around. Jesus. I remember you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever been in hurricanes before, right? But there was, oh, how many years ago? I want to say 4. But the last hurricane that hit where I'm at really bad, we were out of power. And I've mentioned it a few times that we were out of power for like 10 days, right? There was no gas. There was no stores that were open, no restaurants that were open. People, the National Guard had to come in, and we were like getting MREs and everything, which I'm totally down for, because I even helped them pass them out, because, you know, I'm ex-military, so I like shit like that. But I love MREs. Well, some of them are disgusting, but I love them. But uh, it was so humid and so hot, and we had no AC. Some of the people that did have generators, they couldn't even run their generators past, you know, you're talking about 10 days with no, because they would run out of gas. And I think somebody drove all the way to like Atlanta to get gas. That was the closest place they could find gas, and they did that all to run their generators so they could have AC. They drove all the way to Atlanta. Why wouldn't you just stay? Now that I think about that, that was stupid. Why wouldn't you just get a hotel and stay in Atlanta? What the hell? Yeah, one of my neighbors did that. That's kind of stupid. That was, yeah, I would have just stayed up there where there's power. Hell no. You got timed out, Jen? What happened? Okay, Jen says, I agree, Faye. My brother is severe. Oops, shit, it jumped on me. My brother has severe bipolar disorder and he has schizoaffective disorder too. I would not want him to have a gun, especially when he, yes, yep. I'll say somebody that was close to me has severe bipolar. They've got adult attention deficit disorder. They've got multiple personality disorder and paranoid schizophrenia. Most serial killers, by the way, only have about 2 to 3 of those. And this asshole has all 4 and is off his medication. Yeah. You definitely don't want them to have a weapon. They are way too volatile. They get in those moods where they want to fight. And if you walk away, they're going to follow you to try to argue and fight with you. You know, yeah, you got to be very careful. Very careful. It sucks. Yeah, what happened, Ramon? I'm going to have to give you a wrench, Jen. I hate that it doesn't show me on here. Like, if somebody gets timed out, I don't see it. I don't see anything at all. Like, literally, unless you guys mention it, I don't see it unless I go back and watch, like, the replay. I don't know why it's not a feature on here. You'd think that that would be a thing that they would show you. What? That had to have been an accident. That was probably an accident because he's at work. Vic, you too? Oh, hell no. Why are people shooting up my people? If Larry did it though, it was probably an accident because he's at work. You know how he puts his phone like in his pocket or whatever and he uses his earbuds? Because I know that that's happened to me before. That's happened twice to me, actually. I was in a chat and I got timed out like twice. And the person was like, oh, you know, why'd you time out Fave or whatever? And it ended up being like an accident. Listen, I brought that up last night, right? These touch phones, these touch screens, touch phones, all that shit. I want to get that phone. It's a Samsung where it literally like it's huge, but it like closes and then you can open up. It's kind of like a flip phone to where like because touchscreen phones. I was talking last night about how I'm reading your guys' comments. Somebody could put something in the comments and I could read it wrong and it would start, you know, a whole hatred between me and that person if I take it the wrong way. When really that person didn't mean it that way. They just left out like a word or something. Even text messaging, you know, you see it like now when you have these lives, people will take shit the wrong way, even though the person didn't mean it that way. And it's all because of these damn touch phones. Same thing with having a phone in your pocket. You can time people out on accident shit and not even know it. And then you're like, oh, hell no. Like, that can start a whole bunch of shit. And the whole time, not even know, like, the person didn't even mean it. Like, touch phones, they get people in a lot of shit more than they do, you know, to be convenient. I'll tell you that much. I would much rather, listen, I had a phone, I don't remember how many years ago, and I loved it, but it was a phone. How can I explain it? On the outside, when it was closed, right? You could use the touch screen, but the touch screen wasn't heat activated like these are now, where you can't touch it with, but you either have to have like a stylus or the heat from your finger. The phone that I had, when you wanted to touch the outside touch screen, you could do it with like your fingernail or whatever, an object or whatever, right? So if it touched with heat, it didn't, you know, do weird shit like time people out. Then you could flip it open and it had a keyboard and another screen. And I loved that phone because, like I said, it was still a touch screen, but it still had the keyboard, which I love keyboards to be able to text because I do my nails a lot. And then but when you could close it, you'd have that touch screen, but it wasn't heat censored. And that's the problem. They're all heat censored. Hey, NASA. Yo, NASA. Oh my God. I was listening to you this morning and you had me dying laughing when you said that Tommy's how did you how'd you say it? You said that Tommy's picture looked like a loose tooth or his head looked like a loose tooth. Oh, I was dead. You took me out with that. That shit was so funny, NASA. Oh my God. That was so funny. Oh no. Jen says, Fabe, I think my bearded dragon is going blind. She's still a baby. I only got her in December, but the last couple of weeks, you can tell she's having trouble seeing. Her eyes are really cloudy. Oh. Do you have a veterinarian around you that's exotic? Some if you call around, all you got to do is ask the veterinarians if they take exotic pets, and normally they'll say like, "Well, what kind of pet are you talking about?" And you can tell them like a bearded dragon because they might be able to give you eye drops that'll stop it where it's at now so it won't get any worse. But what a poor oh, I don't know what would cause that either. As long as she's not, with her being a baby, they're still developing. But the only way that it would be something that, you would have caused or that, would be if you leave them out in the sun too long or if you're constantly, flashing a camera in their eyes. That would cause that. Other than that, I don't really know what in the world would cause that. But yeah, if you get time, Jen, call around to your veterinarians and ask them, do you take exotic pets? I have a bearded dragon. Explain the situation, and they can give you some eye drops. And hopefully it won't be that much. This is the thing I've noticed with vets too. If you explain before you come in what the issue is, you can kind of get charged a little bit less, especially like if it's I had to take my dog to like an emergency vet like 2 different times. Jesus. It's like $98 just to walk in the door. But we do anything for our animals, but definitely call around and ask them and explain what's happening, and hopefully, like I said, it won't cost you that much because they won't really have to do any x-rays or anything like that. They'll just have to examine her eyes. Oh, poor baby. Definitely keep me updated on that though. Poor thing. Hey, Neptunes! Thank you for coming in, my friend. You guys are talking about all that crypto. Yeah, NASA, you were hilarious. That shit was hilarious. Oh, and NASA, I heard you mention today, right, about your picture, like how it was, easy for somebody to look at your picture and roast you, right? Did I say this on Larry's show? Or my show? I think it was Larry's show. But I had brought up the fact that the last time that the contest happened, right? None of the opposition had pictures. Or if they did, their avatars were, like a cartoon, or it wasn't them. And they still lost, but it was way easier for them to try to roast you guys because you guys had pictures up. And NASA, of all people, you can look at somebody's picture and roast them all day long, all night long, and a week after that. That's why, they're really kind of sad because they couldn't even, beat you guys with pictures. But I was saying that maybe this time, if they show up and they don't have pictures or they've got just a letter or whatever they come, then take your picture down. Make it hard for them. Because, that really kind of shows your skill of roasting, right? Because if you can roast someone and you don't even know what they look like, really, you're badass. But don't give them a heads up. Like, I'd take my picture right off. Boom. Whatever they show up with, that's what I'd be, I think of being evil sometimes. Whatever their avatar was, I'd change mine to the same thing. Like, if you're a fly, I'm a fly. Like, but I was thinking about that. All right. Let's see. Doo-doo. Yeah, Nep, I'm really glad you came. I wish you would have been in here earlier for what I was talking about. Or last night when I did my cocaine hippo story, because I know you would have had some some interesting comments. Oh wow, Vic, you used to breed the dragons? Get the hell out. So Vic, do you know maybe what the problem is? Did you happen to run across that ever? Maybe you guys can talk about that. King Ramon, stop rubbing in your crypto shit. I'm just joking. Maine. Let me hold $2. I can't wait, you guys, or Maine. I can't wait till I get the balls enough to kind of just come out and say the shit that I want to say, right? But you know me, I try to keep like everybody happy and I try to like not offend people because I'm not gonna lie. People watch behind the bar. They do, whether they're in the bushes or whatever. And people know that you do your little what do you call it? Your little playback or your little drop of the $2 thing, right? But they'll turn around and act like they don't know what that's about or they haven't heard it when you know damn well they've heard it and they know what it means and that it's a joke and there's a whole thing behind it. Like, people try to act stupid when they know damn well that's a whole thing. I've tried to explain that to somebody before and they just, I think it was Old Head and he just wasn't hearing me. And I'm like, how are you not understanding what the fuck I'm saying? Okay, Jen says she's only been outside a couple of times. The only thing I could think is that the big light I have. Yeah, that's possible. But she would have to be looking at it. I don't, is it a heat lamp? Like the light you've got on her is a heat lamp, right? Like not a regular, like a regular light. Because if it's a heat lamp, then she should be fine. Because that doesn't, it doesn't really give off any uh light that would hurt the eyes. Ooh, crypto, I want to be in there too. I want the code to get into the club. I want to, because I want to know about that shit too. I just think it's so confusing because people talk about mining Bitcoin, and that's where I get lost. I'm like, how in the hell? Or no, what is it? Farming or some shit? And I'm like, how in the hell do you do that? I don't get it, just gets confusing. So if you guys do that, crypto or Jen, let me know, please. I would love to be there. Oh, dang it. This thing jumped up. Hold on, guys. What Vic said, they've been lighting Tommy up like a Christmas tree and he keeps taking it, but I gave him a lot of respect. That's true. Tommy does though. Tommy, I think, gets off on that shit. He's like one of those people that are like glutton for punishment, right? Because he even admitted today that the first time he ever went on the troll page, he got lit up and that he went back. He's gotta like it because he gets like ran over at least twice a day, at least. But he's a good sport with it, I'll tell you that much. Yes, Neptunes. Yep, cocaine hippos. See what had happened was Pablo Escobar you know, he had 4 hippos brought over to his estate in Colombia. And now the 4 hippos have turned into 80 hippos, and the hippos are not native to Colombia, so their shits in the water are polluting the wildlife and the fish and all this and that. And there's no predators in Colombia to take these hippos out or keep the population down. So you've got to check out my show from last night, because they're trying to figure out what the hell to do. They would cull them because there's only 80 right now. But the actual citizens of Colombia like the hippos. So, you know, they're having this political thing back and forth about what to do. But yeah, I called them cocaine hippos because they're Pablo Escobar's hippos. Oh, thank you, NASA. Thank you. I'm trying. Thank you, thank you. Mean, don't be looking like that. I already know what you put the eyes up for. Stop it. Ooh. Yeah, man, that's a good one. A friend to no one is the best way to blog. That's a topic though, man. Think about that, right? That would be a show. Because can you really become popular, or, you know, what do you call it, like make your channel bigger by being that way? That's a good topic, man. You should do that. Because if you can be non-biased and talk about whatever and whoever, and, you know, it doesn't matter, that is definitely the best way to go. That's kind of like how regular journalists do their business. Like when they do celebrities or when they do anything like that, like they don't care. So, you know, they give you everything raw, basically. That's a good topic. That's a good one too, though, NASA. How can you expect loyalty if you show no loyalty? I want to ask you guys, are you the type of person that gives a person, that you trust a person right away until they betray your trust? Or are you a person that makes a person earn your trust? Because I don't really know which way is the best to go. I kind of take it just person by person or friend by friend. Fresh, you spoke a mouthful right there. Most people have no idea what loyalty is and definitely don't know how to be loyal. You're right about that one. You are right about that one. Okay, Jen, you said you don't trust. Okay, so you make somebody earn your trust. Yeah, Fresh, you're right about that. I said something, I have a saying, right? And I brought it up on my show last night, where I was like, people will be your friend nowadays. They will kill your dog, know they killed your dog, right? And then help you look for it like they never killed it. That's how fucked up people are nowadays, right? Like there are some really messed up people down, like out here. Like it's crazy, crazy, crazy. And when you think about it, in my opinion, right now, the way the world is, right now is when people need people to talk to the most, or, you know, a shoulder to cry on, or someone to talk to without feeling judged. You know what I mean? Just have a friend that you can trust, with the way everything is going now in the world, especially with like COVID, and people are dying and all this other shit. It's crazy. So now, at the time when people need each other the most, is the time when people are being the shadiest. And on top of that, you've got the children that are even becoming shady and foul as hell. So it's a messed up, it's fucked up out there right now. And I don't even know, the couple of people I've asked you guys when I've been on, you know, a YouTube, I'll be like, do you think it's going to get better anytime soon? And people are like, no. And that just makes me even more depressed about the situation, because you would think that we would come together and look out for each other. But that's why I think, like I said last night, that all of us, we mesh really well together. And I've learned, like, I love you guys to death, because I consider you real friends. And, like, you know, like Maine, he looks out for people. The Browns look out for people, like very, very good hearted people. And it's so funny in a way, because people want to talk all that shit about behind the bar, but yet behind the bar has the most solid people. Maybe that's why they hate it so much. Or like Larry said, why are they mad? Yeah, see, Larry, and you're a Scorpio too, Larry, like I am. You trust until somebody shows you otherwise. See? That's how I am more times than not. I'll usually give somebody that trust until they give me a reason not to. And it goes both ways, I think. Like how Jen said, she'll make somebody earn her trust. I guess it's kind of 50-50. That was not to you, Ramon. Because I don't think either way is basically the right way. Because if somebody's going to do you wrong, they're going to do it regardless. And both ways, hopefully you end up figuring it out. So I don't know. Oh yeah, Jen, you're a Scorpio too. Scorpio gang gang. What Main say? I'm cool with everyone in the chat but one person. Oh Lord. Main, are you being petty already? No, Larry, he's like, who, me? Main and Larry are a trip. Dang, so Larry says who, me, and Jen says who, me? Oh my goodness. Okay, quick Vic, what'd you say? I really don't mean to bring this. That's a shame that all these different people think that you don't like them, Maine. That's messed up. Okay, I really don't mean to bring this up on your channel, but when Megan called you out of your character, that shit really pissed me off, and I think you should handle that with her. Put her in the dirt. All right, let me respond to that, Vic. I ended up watching that live after it was done. I did see where you said, I think you had said something like, I can't stand with you on what you had said about Fave. And I think Tommy said that too. I have seen the way that she has been, I think it was yesterday when I watched it. Pink ended up coming in the chat, or I think she was on the panel. And I call her, you know, like Alligator Gar, but she was down in the chat talking shit, and I was thinking to myself, you were just saying, you know, how, because I will say that the show that I caught where she was up on the panel and she tried to talk shit about me and Pink and Jen, she kept on saying, oh, pull up if you've got an issue. But she knew, she came on that panel like 2 minutes to 10 o'clock. And she knows nobody can get up on the panel after 10 o'clock. So she knew she was safe. She literally sat up there and just talked shit, knowing that nobody could get up there unless you were already up there. So, you know, that's, you know, you get no points for that in my book. You know, I'm glad that, you know, I thank you for taking up for me, you know, because you don't have to do that. But I kind of look at it like wrong is wrong and right is right. I don't know if I think what she's trying to do is stay relevant, because I think that she knows that the horse is basically beaten, you know, into skeletal powder by now. I think that even though she likes to say, "Oh, you know, my name is in everybody's mouth," that no, it's actually not, because you're the one that keeps starting the shit over and over again, even to where you're doing it on other panels. And like King Troll said yesterday, when you take it off of the troll page and you're on another panel, that's not trolling. So how are you justifying, you know, saying the things that you're saying when you're not on the troll page anymore? Then that would be just your personality. It has taken everything in me, and I'm damn near bitten my tongue off to not snap back at this person. So I don't know. I all I have to say is that it really makes me angry sometimes when people are behind a computer or a phone or whatever, and they know that you're states away. So they can say anything and everything, and you can't drag them from stop sign to stop sign. You know what I mean? I hate that shit. What do they call them? Keyboard gangsters or whatever? You know, and you don't earn any points for that shit. You don't look cool. You don't get people to like you unless they're weak-minded people anyway, because you're talking shit about someone while they're not there, and you know that you wouldn't say it to their face, because you know if you said the shit that you were saying online to somebody's face, that they would literally drag you for, you know, the alligator guard that you are. So, you know, like I said, I'm not really going to go in too much depth about it, but I hope that she backs off of me a little bit, because I'm only going to take that fuckery for so long. I'm going to put it to you like that. Period. Yeah, you're right about that, man. Me and Pink told you that. I know, King Ramon. I know. But the thing is, with me just making that teeny statement about it, it's not really giving her much attention, because everybody in here knows what I'm talking about anyway. You know what I mean? But that's what I've been doing. I listened to you and I listened to Larry, and I haven't said anything, and I'm doing what you guys told me to do. But I want you to fucking know I don't like doing it. I want you guys to know that. I don't like it at all. I don't. It's driving me fucking crazy. But you guys are like brothers to me, so I'm gonna listen to you guys for now. But anyway, let's talk about some other shit. So, oh, I had talked about earlier too. If anybody in here doesn't know, the troll competition, or the roast slash battle rap thing that's going on and all that, that's tomorrow. Maine, if you're in here, I want to say that it's going to be at 10 o'clock at Behind the Bar, I think. The last time I had heard, I think that's what it was decided on. If you can confirm that, or if you want to, or if anybody wants to put details about it in the chat, that they can, so people know if they want to come. Larry's gonna be there, I think. Other than that, I'm not sure. But I think it's going to start at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, or maybe a little bit after 10. And it's supposed to be at Behind the Bar. Fresh says, I can't front. There is a lot of jealousy and envy floating around. Misery loves company, and some people, real life isn't worth shit, so they come in here. Yes, Fresh, you're right. Once again, you are right. And you know, people are jealous and envious of people for stupid shit. If you think about it, right? Everybody on the internet can be anything and everything that they want to be that they aren't in real life. You know what I mean? Like, they can get behind the keyboard and be anything and anybody. Um how are you jealous of someone that they could be lying about what they are too? You know what I mean? It's just weird. But like I said, I think with us, I think people, are coming it behind the bars so much because they're envious of what, like Maine, he's really funny, and how everybody, like Larry, is really funny and everybody gets along. I definitely think they're very envious of that. I really, really do. Because they literally turn on each other every other minute they're up on a panel. And, some of them want to belong so bad, but they're not an actual thing over there like we are. And we're not a damn cult. Did I ever hear what, NASA? Oh, there's a UFC tomorrow, Vic? Exactly, Fresh. Executively. Oh my God, this damn. Oh, yeah, Larry, I can't stand you. I cannot stand that picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Yo,
my
I'll be honest with you.
God.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking?
What?
I don't
What are you
think
thinking?
I don't want to give these people I don't want to give these people my energy, man. I'm thinking about not pulling up tomorrow. Fuck that shit. They still gonna keep
Really?
my name in their mouth. Yeah, man. No, I'm for real, man. I don't
Dang.
like this shit. Nah, man.
Dang.
I can't do it. How? Nah, man. Ramon is right, man. Nah, man. Fuck, man.
In a way, I don't blame you, really, because I wouldn't want to waste my energy on them either. And you know how you are. You're very high energy, and it would take a lot out of you. You know what I mean? You've been going at them for a while.
It does. These motherfuckers don't get it, man. So I might not
No,
show
they
up
don't.
there. I got work to do. I got places to be. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls today. Some motherfuckers, you know, don't get mad at me. And then, hey, Maine is in here, right? Okay, so he probably heard me. I'll call you
Yeah,
later, and I gotta call one of your third. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm not going to. You know,
I don't. Like I
they
said, I
just
don't
want
blame
it.
you.
Blood sucking vampires, man. I'm telling you.
Yes. Yep.
So, I don't know. So I'm sorry. I had to pull up and say that. My bad. And I'm taking this
Oh
picture
no,
off
no,
after
that's
this.
fine. I'm
God
glad
damn it.
that you did. I'm glad you did because I agree with you. Like real life is more important than this stupid shit online. So I totally understand. And
It is, man. Hey,
yeah,
hey, how much you
I
want?
don't blame you at
And
all.
all you hear is this, Larry, Larry, Larry. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You know what I mean? And that's why I get
Yeah,
mad
right.
with motherfuckers, man.
Right. I don't know. I really don't blame you if you didn't want to show up though. I know it'll make them happy. Boy, they'll be excited, boy. I wonder if it's going to be like last time too where basically I think Maine did it to where when people pulled up, that's when he was able to say, okay, this person, roast this person and paired everybody up.
Yeah, I still got time to decide. I don't know if I want, I'm on that
Right.
Ramon shit, man. I'm trying to protect my energy, and you know what? We're giving this bitch a lot of life. This is the last time you're gonna see this shit. I'm not putting her picture up. I'm not playing none of that funny shit that she fucked up on. You feel me? All
Right.
she wants,
Yeah.
all she wants is for us to
Right.
hype her up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So no,
Yep.
nope. I'm taking it all back, man. Fuck all that shit. Hold this L, and I ain't gonna say your
Fuck
name.
that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go back on my funny shit. You feel me? I'll find some jokes to crack. You know what I mean? Like
There
I ain't
you go.
nah.
Well, hey, and you want to know what, Larry? That just shows how much above in your talent in roasting or comedy or whatever you want to call it that you are. because you don't have to, you can do it on just being funny. You don't have to do it on actually doing it to a person, and things like that.
Hmm. I don't have to get
So,
derogatory. I don't have to disrespect your culture. I don't. I don't gotta call out your mom, your dad, your kids, your dad. I don't gotta do none of that.
That's what
right.
I
they have to
never
Even
do,
done none
Larry.
of that.
What's up, Faye? Salute.
What up, quick?
What
I'm
up?
gonna came down because I'm at work. I just wanted to come up here and say that, man, because I feel I'm starting to feel some kind of way, man. Maybe I'm not gonna do that fucking.
There's a UFC fight on,
Hey,
man.
hold up,
Larry.
hold
Fuck it.
up, hold up, hold up, real
Yep.
quick. Hold up, real
And I
quick.
don't think anybody could
Hold
beat you,
up, real.
Larry.
Hey, quick, Vic, hold up, fall back real
My
quick.
man
Hey,
Nasa.
Larry, my Larry, hold up,
What
boy,
up? What
hold
up?
up. You
We're
did
gonna
all
cook
that
them.
talking this week, and you
We
out
go.
the competition, dog?
That's what I do. I ramp it
Come
up.
on,
We're
we
gonna
ain't
cook
doing
them.
that. We ain't doing that. We
Hey,
ain't doing
hey, we
that.
find. Hey, listen. We find out on the 12th, my
Oh,
G.
that's
NASA, you
trash,
think
boy.
you could
That's
take
weak, boy.
Larry?
You doing all? Why y'all do
Nasa
all this talking? Y'all do all this talking all week. Then it gets to the
all
day y'all
week.
not showing up. Come on, boy. What we
All
that's
week.
doing?
how they run all their energy out, NASA.
What we doing? What we doing, man? Like, what are we doing here? You feel
You
me?
know, no, I feel you. I feel you, man. Listen, I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest with you. You got this, man. I'm
Nah,
like,
we ain't doing
even
that,
that
man. Nah, man.
cook
Nah,
them. What you
It's like, I
nah,
say?
don't want all that shit on my
nah.
shoulder.
We ain't doing
Okay,
that.
okay,
Nah.
okay. I'm gonna start changing the oil, man. I'm pulling up on the 12th. Fuck all that
There we
shit.
go,
Oh
my
I'm
guy.
fine.
There
shit.
we go, my guy. There we go. What are you
Oh.
doing, dog?
I'm
Over
pulling
double
up on the
minute
12th.
over
I'm
here,
gonna change the
man. Come
oil
on.
right now.
Let's do that, man. What are you talking about, boy? What you mean, dog? What you doing,
NASA, it's all
man?
a setup, man. Come on, it's a setup, dude. It's just,
Oh, okay, okay,
I'm,
I hear you, man.
I,
Hey, it's
you,
how you shedding a tear, though, man. You feel me? It's how you
man.
shedding a tear. You
Hey,
feel me?
you see now, you see now now we gotta talk about it because now they know. You see, all I wanted to do is make them think I wasn't
Not
gonna pull
really.
up.
Oh, you playing games, man. You play mind tricks. Come on.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm on that bullshit, my G.
Hey,
I
Larry.
hear you. I hear you.
Yo,
Just
what up,
don't
quick?
watch you, my guy. I'm watching you, dog.
Yo,
I
what's
know,
up?
I know.
Don't you have? Did you say something about that Joe Mandingo guy?
No, me?
Oh
Somebody did.
yeah, I remember. Well, he says, "What's up, female vet?" That's all he
Yeah,
said in the chat.
yeah. He's in
I
your chat. I just noticed.
I
Oh,
can't
I don't know.
remember. I am. Oh boy, I know what you're talking about, Vic. Though I
Yeah,
remember that somebody had said that that's somebody else, but I can't remember who in the hell they were saying it was.
he's like a racist or something in real life. Some bullshit. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker, I bought an extra extended clip for Saturday. You kidding me? Yeah,
Hey, I was about to say, man, you've been going hard this whole week. I was about to say, if you don't show up, woo, boy.
don't
Larry,
you gotta
Larry,
set him off,
Adesanya,
NASA.
bro.
You gotta set him off, dude. You know
I hear
what
you. I hear. My bad for messing it up. My bad for messing that up, man. My bad.
I mean?
Larry.
Damn.
Hey,
What
Larry,
up?
that Adesanya's fighting that Italian guy for the second time.
Yeah.
They fought. The first fight they had was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I
Hey,
decided
Faith,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
put
come
him
right
out
back. I'm gonna come right
again.
back, Faith.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
That
I'm at
Italian dude
work.
is the Italian dude is tough, man. But I don't know if he's gonna take Adesanya, bro.
Nah, Adesanya is a problem.
Yeah,
Hey, but
man.
I can't talk too much, man. I gotta go. But that's
All right,
gonna be a
brother.
great fight. I'm still gonna watch it. I'll be, man, of course I'm coming on the 12th. I'm coming to wash motherfuckers' laundry, man. Like this. Pow! Ain't no more laundry up in this bitch.
Larry, I already told you what I felt about that situation. We talked
Yeah,
behind the
yeah.
scenes.
Yeah, man. Of course, man. I'll be there on the 12th. Of course I'm gonna show up. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna see what happens. They love me. All right, man. I gotta calm down because I'm at work. I'm listening.
Okay.
Great show,
Bye,
Faye.
Larry. Thank you.
Bye,
Don't
bye,
work too
Vic.
hard.
Change that
Bye,
damn
Bye.
NASA.
avatar too. God damn.
I'm gonna change that shit. I'm never gonna put that shit. I'm
That
changing
bitch
that
is
shit,
ugly.
man. That's a fact. All right, one time. I'm going.
All right, bye, Larry. So how's it going, Vic?
All right, hanging in there.
How hot is it where you're at?
It's fucking hot. It's in the 80s.
Well, I know that. It's in the. You're lucky talking about it's in. It's like high 90s over here. Oh my god.
It might be 90. I don't know. I could
Are
look.
you inside in the AC?
No, I'm out my patio. I'm gonna check right now what the weather is.
Yeah, because I know that you've said you're in southern Florida like me, and like I know it's got to be hot.
Where in Florida
It's
you
got to
at?
be. I'm down by, let's say, kind of close to
You're not southeast
Alligator.
Florida, are you? Oh, you're by
No.
Alligator Alley?
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, you're not that far from me. I didn't know you
Where
were.
did you?
I thought you lived over on the West Coast, Fort Myers and stuff like that.
No, a little bit.
You're like in the
Further.
middle.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I know exactly where you are.
Exactly.
You remember how long you've been there?
It would be almost 8 years.
Okay, I'm not quite sure when they put the fences up for the alligators.
Oh yeah.
They used to be
Hey,
crossing the
listen.
street.
Yes, Vic. You know how well, I think I was in Tampa one time where the whole highway got closed down because a gator was in the middle of the highway and they had to go in
Yeah.
and remove it and shit. But
Yeah.
that's Florida life, right? But tell me, okay, I was telling Larry one day that you know how Alligator Alley is just a straight shot and like they didn't have any fences or anything like that to where there was a car full of like 5 people and they had flown in, I want to say from West Palm, and they were going over
Yes.
towards
Yes.
towards
They were all murdered.
yeah, they went off the road into the Everglades and they fucking got eaten by the
Yep.
gators.
They were all,
And
yeah.
like he didn't believe me. Yeah, he was like, "How can they just eat them like that?" And I'm like, "Because it's filled with gators. Like, there's a reason why that shit's called Alligator Alley. Like, and
Yeah,
you think
ain't no
all
joke.
those." Yeah, he didn't believe me, so I'm glad you backed me up on that. I'm
No,
like, it
that
happens.
shit happens, man.
It does.
I got alligators here in my lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a little
Yeah.
tiny one that I feed. I take them little raw chicken wings and I throw them to them. I actually caught them one time for the kids to, pet them and shit.
Oh wow. You know how horrible that is because we end up trying to you're not supposed to feed them and then they end up getting bigger. Is it 8 foot or 6 foot when you can call and they'll take them out of the lake?
I think it's 8 to 10 feet.
Okay.
They got to come get them.
Yeah, I know
But-
that the lake that. Go ahead.
They won't take them out of my area here, no matter how
Oh
big.
really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Because they have been here so long. I live on a golf course. They
yeah.
tore the whole golf course out, and now they're putting all brand new $1 million homes in my community here.
Oh wow.
They're building new homes, and the gators are just still here.
Right.
We got a huge walking trail, and you can see them. We got 8 lakes in here, and you can see them in the canals and shit. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Owls.
Yeah, that's wild.
We got a bunch of owls. We got hawks. A lot of bunny rabbits. Like if you drive around here, at night, you gotta drive slow. Otherwise, you'll fucking run over a rabbit or an iguana.
Oh wow, so you've got a lot more I don't see too many rabbits. I see a lot of armadillos and
You know what I
What
haven't
else?
smelt in a long time since I haven't smelt one since I lived here in Florida, but when I lived in Connecticut, I used to smell
I was
skunks
thinking that
all
too.
the time.
Yes.
not-
I was
do
thinking that the other night. I was like,
Do we not have
I-
skunks here in Florida?
I don't know. I've never looked into it, right? But I remember I had like a car had passed me one time when I was walking the dogs, and I was like, holy shit, they're smoking some skunk weed, right? And that's when I thought about it. I was like, I haven't smelled a skunk
Yeah.
in, forever, just like you said, since I moved
30
down here.
years. I've been here almost 30
Yeah,
years. I
so
have not
yeah,
smelled a
I'll
skunk
have to,
or seen a dead
right?
one on the road.
Exactly. I'll have to look that up and see because I really don't think so because
I
I've said
think
it before.
I think skunks, they have a hibernate season. And I think
Yeah,
that's
they do.
why. Because
I
in the
don't know.
winter, they hibernate. Here, there's no winter.
Oh shit, you're
Like,
right.
like Connecticut, it gets cold as shit in Connecticut.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's why they can't. Ooh, that's a good thing. Just like, well, yeah, you're right. That might be a thing. I'll have to look that up. Hey, Ramon, how's it going?
What up, Ramon?
Or
What up,
not.
Faith? What up,
He's
Faith?
at work.
What
So.
up, Quick?
Okay. I
Oh,
was gonna say maybe you're busy doing something. Talk again, Ramon. I'm trying to see if your connection's okay.
Yeah, it's like a slight
yeah,
echo going
Jim.
on in delay.
Yeah, I hear a little echo when I talk.
I think it's me because when you guys go in and out and all that, let me drop off. I'll come right back. Be right back, guys.
Yeah, Jen, Connecticut is brutal. In Maine, though, so Maine's from Connecticut. How you doing, Ramon? Can you hear me, Ramon?
I'm just working,
You working, bro?
man.
What's up,
Trying to
man?
get this work done.
I took off till Monday. My wife, she went away for 4 days. So it's just me and the kids. But Grandma took them for overnight tonight, which is pretty cool. I'll be home alone tonight. Yeah, man. Turn up time. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Jen, if you're still in the chat, I remember when you asked me why I did not salute you. And I was thinking about that for a while. And now I remember why. I remember exactly why. Because somebody told me some bullshit about
Okay,
you.
can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, Faith.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Ramon dropped off?
Ramon dropped off. Now there's no echo.
Okay, yeah, I know that here he is, I think. Sometimes that happens to where if
Hello.
a guest comes on and then they drop off, it's weird. You can't really predict it, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Can you hear me okay, Ramon, or say something?
Say something.
Yeah, I hear
Okay,
him.
I can hear you. Are you outside?
I am.
Okay.
Is it too
I gotta make
noisy?
sure that I can hear him okay.
Can you hear me
Yeah, I
now?
can hear him.
All right.
Yes,
Oh,
I can hear you. That's good.
okay.
Okay.
Jen
Yeah, man. That
wants
ass.
to. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go
hold on
ahead.
real quick. Maine, if you're still in here, you're laughing at that ass kissing fave profile. Yeah, that's definitely the Gar. But yeah, I guess I'm an ass kisser because I'm cool with you somehow, some way. But yeah. Uh-huh.
Gars are nasty.
Man, alligator gars are fucking horrible. They are
Oh,
just
God.
raw.
They're
Look at what
disgusting.
Quick Vic said. Or look at what Crypto said about you, Vic. He said
Yeah.
Quick Vic just wanted to say
So funny.
Mandingo. I'm dead. That's kind of funny.
No. Jen had asked me one time in a chat why I never saluted her. And I couldn't remember, why. And now I remember because somebody told me some shit about her. And
Yeah.
why I listened to that person, I really didn't listen to that person.
Who?
What I did was I felt Jen out for a little while. But the person, you're not going to be happy, Ramon. But the person that said the shit to me was Sandy. She was like,
Oh, that's not
See,
surprising.
she was like,
and
Jen is over
yeah,
at Tommy D's now, and ever since Jen went to Tommy D's, he's ignoring me and Alicia and Honda Mommy and blah blah blah. And I'm
Well,
like, what the
that's kind
fuck?
of weird, Vic, because Sandy used to be over there, and so did everybody else.
She
So I don't
still
understand.
is. She still
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
They fight.
Exactly. What the
They
fuck?
fight like they're fucking boyfriend and girlfriend, and they disrespect each other all the fucking time. He calls her a c word, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
man,
Grow
I
up.
ain't gonna
I
have
don't
no
understand that shit.
disrespect when they them bitches.
Ramon,
Man.
haven't you seen when she comes on the panel over at KT? I don't fucking say nothing to her. Past few days, I haven't saluted her in the chat. Nothing. Fuck her,
Yeah, I
man.
noticed that. Oh, by the way,
And
King Ramon, I wanted to tell
and
you
that's
this. Okay, you know how like people get timed out or whatever from, KT, so they end up making like different profiles or whatever, but I have noticed that uh someone will come in under a different name and then try to say hello to people and get them to, because they don't know who it is, if you get my meaning. They don't know who it is yet, so they say hello back, and then it turns out to be that person. But I think that's kind of like a game that person's been doing, because I've noticed that like a lot in the past week. That it's just, I don't people are weird. I have no troll account, like none, not one. I don't understand, like, people, if you gotta have a
I don't know
million
how they
different
do it.
accounts, yeah, like if you gotta have I get if you want to troll, like have a couple, if you want to, like Ramon used to troll people, but if you have to have different accounts because you're getting blocked or kicked out of places, like you need to reevaluate what the fuck you're doing,
Yeah, like
in my
fucking
opinion.
Mike from Boston and them 777 dudes.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
777 dude he's horrible. I don't know why he's like that.
Because that's just
That's who he is, right? I guess. I don't
pretty
know.
much from what I've seen.
It's fucked up. Yeah, he's a straight scumbag.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Jen replied to you, Vic. She said
Uh,
she always has someone's name in her mouth. She is so toxic and vile. No worries, Vic. I knew it was because of her. She has a way of manipulating people and brainwashing. I have no respect for her at all. Let me have something to say about that.
Yeah, well, she ain't got my respect. Fuck that.
Right. Well, I also have noticed that I'm trying not to say names, but you guys pretty much know who I'm talking about, or the people I'm talking about. But I've noticed that some females will use the tone of their voice, or they might use questions or acting innocent after they've done something wrong. They kind of use that, against guys sometimes. Like if I know, I don't do this shit, but I'm making an example of like something that's happened. Like say that me and King Ramon get into it really bad, and I know he's mad at me, so I'm gonna act like nothing ever happened. And next time we get on a panel, I'm gonna be like, "So how was your day?" Something like that, to try to make him, because if he argues with me, then that makes him the bad guy, because I look like I'm trying to, let go of whatever happened.
Yep.
So a lot of that is tending to happen, to where, putting people against each other is, and it's pissing them off because it's not working. You know what I mean? Which, yes, Maine, thank you. They use their femininity. Yes,
Yeah, I
thank
was
you.
just
Thank you.
gonna say that.
That's what it is. Yeah, I can't stand people like that because it makes women, like real women, look bad. Like if you can't just be a nice person or a genuine person, like using your femininity, to me, it just, like I said, I don't like that shit. That's why I think like me and like the awesome girls that are over at Behind the Bar, or like I'm getting to know Jen, like, Raz Girl, Pink Sugar, Lady Fresh, like all the girls that, they're all stand up good ass women and good females, unlike the other, cluster fuck that you see, in the other place. And that's why I think they're extra mad, because, they're not that type of person, that caliber of person.
Yeah, Sandy is just, she'll talk one way on KT, but then if you hear how she talks on Tommy, it's like she's two different people.
I
She
believe it.
tries to be like gangster on KT, like she's, you know, from the fucking hood.
Oh God, oh God.
Like she's proud of that shit. I grew up in the hood too, you know, but that don't mean that shit's got to stay with you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what's weird, right? If
Bathe
you
that
grow
shit
up,
off. Yeah,
yeah,
you
in a
grow
hard
up.
situation, you don't really. It's not it's not like cool. That was just your situation, and you would
Mm-hmm.
try to, get out of that situation. I don't get. It's only people that are, what's the word, Ramon? I don't want to say like, ignorant, but it's people that are
But that is it. Ignorant.
right. They would think that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that makes me look cool because I was. Who in the fuck is struggling like that and thinks that's cool? Nobody. People don't like to live every day like that. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh no, it's crazy.
That's another thing too, Jen. Jen is talking about a lot of, people that'll gossip and start shit. My mom used to tell me there's always some people around that like to stir the turd, which
Yeah.
basically means, yeah, they're not happy unless they're starting a bunch of drama. And I don't get that. Life is supposed to be fun and happy, and you enjoy good friends and good people, and you make memories, happy memories, good memories. You don't go around just fucking being evil and vindictive. I'm glad I'm not a person like that, honestly. Like, I just, even online, starting shit with people, it's just stupid. I would hate to be that miserable. They can say they're as happy and as content and have as much money as they want to, but bullshit. If you did, you wouldn't be that miserable.
Right.
Exactly.
So how's it going,
Good.
King?
I'm just
You're not
finishing up
you're not throwing any
work.
globes in the trash bags, are you?
Uh, one way,
Now that school's
but
over,
I
you're not trying to like destroy all the the teachers will show up for next year's school and they're like, where are all the globes and the space projects at?
I had to throw, but it's just act because
Are you on Bluetooth or
so
something? Do you still have your Bluetooth on or something? Because you're going in and out.
uh,
I can only hear like a
you can't
certain, when it's like,
hear me.
ooh, perfect. Yes. Now can you repeat what you just said?
Can you hear
Nope.
me?
Nope.
You're going in and out.
Damn.
I know. I hate when that shit happens.
I know, right?
Can you?
It's only happened to me once,
Well, while
but
he's fixing that,
it was my
NASA,
headsets. That's what it was.
yeah, that's like if I've tried to start my live and I'll have my Bluetooth on for my speaker or something, it'll end up messing it up really bad, and it's got something to do with the Bluetooth that StreamYard doesn't get along with very well.
Do you have like
It
a
is
setup like Larry Fave with a mic and all that?
hell to the no. Oh dang, Ramon left.
Oh,
He
you
might come
don't?
back though. No, not at all. I'm on my damn phone. One day I'm going to. Like, I
Oh,
can't wait. That's like Vic. Once I get like a laptop and I'm able to.
I got all
Okay.
that, but I still go off my iPad and phone. You know, I got a desktop Apple, you know, big one with the keyboard
Oh
and shit,
wow.
and I never
Yeah.
fucking use it. And my wife has one too, right? You know, we have an office area.
Hell
She has.
no. Lucky. I know
I
that
know
if I had all that.
it's got a badass camera on it too. I was fucking with it the other day, but
Once
yeah, it's
once I'm
nice.
able to make like show little clips of videos and do all types of stuff like that,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be on a roll then, boy. I can't wait.
yeah, that'd be dope.
I know. I'm getting there. Hopefully.
I didn't get your damn notification, man. I'm like, I popped onto YouTube and I saw you were live. I'm like, fuck, I didn't even get a notification. So I look at the bell and
Oh, and that's how you saw it? Well, I'm glad you got to see it.
yeah, I hit the bell to all notifications instead of the middle one, whatever that one was.
Right,
Ramon.
right.
Can y'all hear me
Look
okay?
at Ramon in that I want to be in Florida shirt you got on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Nice
the
tropical
tourists
shirt.
wear. Yeah.
I know, right, Vic? You can.
Yeah.
I was telling Ramon that one time. I was like, you
You
can
can
always tell
tell when
tourists in
someone don't
Florida.
live here.
Yep,
Yeah.
they always wear those shirts, and they'll have
Yeah.
like shorts on with the knee high socks pulled up, and they'll have like really really pale legs.
Uh-huh. White
Oh,
as
I
a
don't have
ghost.
pale legs, but yeah.
Ramon, you don't look
Yeah.
nothing like your avatar, bro.
He
That's
does.
crazy.
He
A little
got
bit,
like his
but he
yeah
looks better in person.
Pause.
yeah he does. He got you, Vic. He got you.
I'm not with that. I'm not with that pause shit,
Nah,
man. I'm a
hey,
grown man.
I
That was a
appreciate
good
it.
one,
I
though.
appreciate it, Vic. I
That
appreciate
was a good one.
it.
I don't mind giving another man a compliment, man. I'm good in my skin, bro.
You know, when I
Happily
think
married
about
man.
it,
I'm pretty sure Vision is watching right now. So if you're
Fuck
watching
that
Vision,
fucker.
look, I'm cammed up, nigga.
I hate that
oh
motherfucker.
my
He gets
God,
under my
King
skin.
Ramon.
I'm cammed
He
up.
was going at
You a
it
hoe?
for
You a hoe?
hours yesterday, right? Yes, I was like, I wish King Ramon was here to be like, you're a poor hoe. Like,
Children.
he can imitate Vision. Vic, he imitates Vision like perfect. It's hilarious.
I know. He can sound just like him.
Hey, Vic, where's old head at?
Old school.
Where old school? Where that
Yeah.
punk ass nigga at? Old school.
Damn, you
He'd
sound
be like,
just
poor
like him.
hoe.
Holy shit. Ramon, you've done a few voices, man, that sound fucking right on the money.
Yeah, man.
I would love to be able to do that. I can't do that for shit.
You know, when you think about it, remember the guy that used to do all the different voices and stuff? I was
Yeah.
really, really little, but I can't.
He could do
And people,
anybody.
yeah, or like all the sound effects. People don't do that anymore.
Remember
Now
the
that I
black?
think about it,
Was that the black guy you're talking about that does the machine gun? And
I think so. I was
man,
really, really young, but I think so.
this dude he could do any sound, man. It was crazy.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't think of it. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's good too.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
yeah.
yep.
Eddie
He
Murphy
can do a
could
bunch
do
of different.
Yeah, he could do some voices. I fucking love Eddie Murphy.
Yes, NASA. You had me dying this morning. NASA was going at it with Biden, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but did you see where he was like making out with his cat and everything? And
that's when I left. I was like, fuck this.
How did one of you guys not say? I was like, okay, he's up there playing with the cat. I was like, I would have been like, oh, that's the only piece of pussy he's been getting, right? Like, like that would have been funny. But nobody said that. But NASA was like NASA was getting in him. It was so funny because he was like doing the Vision voice, and I was dead. Like I was rolling.
He was trying to tell me that a cat's mouth is clean. I'm like, dude, Google that shit. And a cat's mouth is filthy. A dog's mouth is clean.
Yeah. Yes. They even say that if you have a wound and you can't clean it to let a dog lick it because they have glands that actually will heal your but a cat, I've never looked
a cat, I swear to you, I looked it up because I have a cat, a clawless cat.
Oh wow.
And
I believe it though.
They have so much bacteria in their mouth for a reason. Because a lot of cats, they're from the wild, if you think about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they have certain acids or some shit in their stomach to break down like bones, like when they kill in the wild and all that shit. I mean, it's just nasty. I don't. It's just disgusting. I would never let a cat lick me in the face, and their tongue is like sandpaper. I heard.
Yeah, it is pretty rough. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had a
it's used
cat
for
lick my
cleaning
arm
shit.
before.
So they used to clean themselves and lick their wounds and heal their wounds with their tongue.
Yeah, my cat used to come up on my bed in the middle of the night, and he would lay like behind my head on my one of my back pillows, and he would like lick my hair. You know
No,
what I mean? He would like be like grooming me, man. It was crazy. He would do it like every night, and it used to drive me fucking crazy
oh wow.
when I first got with my wife. Yeah.
Yo, Vic, you let a cat lick on you, nigga?
I can't.
I can't. I never
Oh my
let
god.
a cat lick on me or my children.
Yeah, all my children.
Churning.
All right.
Like you churn butter. Churn is butter,
Yeah.
man. I was trying to
I
tell
know.
that
That's why I
motherfucker.
said.
When you
That's why
churn, you churn butter,
said
ice
it.
cream or something. How hard is it to say children?
Yeah, he's a trip.
And we're further south than he is.
Yeah, right?
Right.
And I
Yep.
don't understand how he's got that southern accent in Louisiana. I guess they just talk different in Louisiana.
Hey, NASA said the cat licked you because you're dusty, LOL, at Vic. Did you? That was funny though. When he was, what
Cat
NASA saying?
licks you because you're dusty.
yeah, you were. Yeah, he was like, you were dusty yesterday, and now today you're dustier, idiot. Like, that shit was funny.
NASA's a trip, man.
He is. Well, and the cool thing about like how NASA roasts, he can like think of a freaking. He's got to have like a photographic memory or some shit because
He
he
don't
can think of
stop.
a movie. Yeah, and he can think of a movie from years ago and like pick it out and throw it at that person. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, he keeps going and going and going too. You don't even get a word in,
That's true.
unless you're like how Maine did it, to where you got 2 minutes and the other guy's got 2 minutes.
Right. I think the way he did that was really good. By the way, I think that was a good way to do it. And then how he let you would go at each other at the same time. I think that was a good way to do it.
The third round it was open, to both of you. I guess I don't know if that's how it's going to be this weekend. I don't know. I'm not entering in that
Vic,
shit.
you want to know? I haven't talked to you like on my panel before, but you want to know something that drives me crazy? And I know Ramon's been kind of laying back because he's been busy or whatever, but Old Head is driving me fucking crazy because the only reason why he is King Troll of the Week is because NASA voted one vote. Everybody else was putting zeros in for everybody. So why is Old Head still saying he hates BTB even though it's BDB? And, he's got behind the bar in his mouth, constantly when he wouldn't even be up there if it wasn't for NASA. And NASA is BDB. Like, I don't know why somebody hasn't said that to him yet.
He's
a
doing
good
that
point.
to get. He's doing that to get. Man. He's just doing that just to do it.
But this is his second week being King Troll. That shit went to his head, man. He's going off.
Yes, it did. That's why it was funny because I
lit a fire
told
under his
NASA in
ass.
the chat, I was like, NASA, I'm going to bitch at you every day that we got to listen to this fool up here now. Because, like, he was so big-headed the first week. Oh, my God. Like, I would have rather had...
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't watch. Well, I was watching a little bit, but I woke up whatever, and I just happened just to stroll on King Troll's page, just click on see what's going on, whatever, and I seen that was a topic of discussion, and you was too. Did you see that? Like he was King Troll was playing something that happened like over a month ago, like when we used to like go at it and shit, and he was talking about I was talking about something. It was crazy. He was talking about something about the N word and about like how Crips. This one, this one dude that's a Crip, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, I was thinking like, why was he playing that? And I was like,
I think I did peep that a little.
Yeah, I was like, huh.
But
That was this
one
morning?
thing one thing
Yeah,
that
yeah, Faye.
one thing that 183rd hasn't done on King Troll that I'm surprised he hasn't is like put up clips of me back like 4 or 5 months ago when I did say that word. You know, I
Oh,
think he respects me a little
Yeah,
more
that's
now
really good.
because I
Yeah.
apologized and I'm like the only one that hasn't repeated it. You know.
right.
Ramon, when I was listening to it a little bit this morning, like when I had got up or whatever, the part where I heard him, he was saying that he was he used to like it where people could come on and like actually be funny with roasting, and that he was laughing, like he was talking about when Harlem was up there. Remember when you and Harlem were going at it over there?
Hmm.
And when he thought he was on my page, remember that?
Yeah.
That Yeah, he was playing that, and he was like Harlem, like he was saying that he liked it when it was funny back then, but now it's changed. So I think that's why he played that, because he said it was
Well,
funny when you guys would roast each other back then, and
mhm.
then now it's kind of gotten,
Out of control.
yeah.
well,
He,
well, we all
he,
know certain people did that. Change the whole
Right.
dynamic of that because of their actions and what they've been saying. So it's been a topic of discussion for months now. So
Yeah.
um, I mean, hey, what I gotta say about that is like, hey man, whoever, if y'all go on King Troll and y'all see them bitches on the panel, don't pay them no mind, ignore them. Like
hmm
I did. Like Alligator was trying to get at me, trying to make me say her name so many times. Like I didn't pay her no attention. I just
Right.
kept. I
Well,
just,
and like I told
I,
you, it was
you know what I'm
so
saying? I
funny,
was on some
Ramon.
other shit.
Right, but when you wouldn't engage in arguments or whatever, they ended up turning on themselves, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. Like they were literally
Yeah.
arguing with each other because they couldn't. Nobody else was arguing with them. I was like, what the fuck?
You know what else I peeped, Fave?
When you don't
What?
throw beasts any food, they most likely happen or are going to turn on themselves, and they're gonna eat themselves up because they're gonna get hungry.
Right.
So they're gonna look at each other like, oh yeah, you food.
Mm,
When I go to bed at
right.
night, I check and see who's live, right?
Uh
And
huh.
this one night, well, I think it was a few nights ago, Ramon was live, and I popped on, and then I get in bed, I lay down, and I keep one earbud in my ear, and I heard you and him talking, and Fave, you said to Ramon, and Ramon was saying to you, you guys were talking about me, saying that Ramon was saying that he's got respect for me now because the way I apologized was sincere, and
Oh
that
yeah, yeah.
you hope I don't say it again. If I do, it's on me, and I respect that. I really do.
Right.
I
Yeah,
Well, and
respect
that
that.
just goes to show, like, I mean, when I even told Ramon before, I was like, it's kind of pathetic that out of all the people that were apologizing, which was you and the two females, that you were the one to actually stick with it and and
You know why,
whatever.
Fave?
Like,
Because that word is really not in my vocabulary, so it's not hard
Well,
for me
yes,
to
that's
keep it
what I
out.
was gonna say. Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Because when and the people that are trying to say that it's not, and you're not this and you're not that, but yet you say some of the most foul fuckery shit that I've ever heard in my life. Like that's just not, it's just ridiculous. Like you can see right through the bullshit. You really can. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you
Yep.
can see
So
in time you can see who's like you said who's really real and who isn't. At least I can.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But now, like
but
Ramon
yeah,
Well,
said,
and
man, a
then,
lot of people.
I'm just gonna keep motherfuckers out my mouth. Certain people, I'm just not gonna show them any kind of love. You know what I mean?
That and,
I'm
and
just not
hey,
just gonna ignore it. Ignore them totally.
once they realize that, they're done. They're done.
And I And when me and Sandy, when we had that conversation, we were on fucking live on KT, but KT dropped, and we were still live, but nobody could hear us, so it wasn't recorded.
Right.
Oh wow!
Because I went back to try to watch it, and it wasn't. When he ended it, it ended there, but we were still on the. We were still talking like we were on a
See,
phone
Ramon,
call.
I told you that can happen. I told you.
Like
Yep.
what happened
Yeah,
last
man.
week. Yeah. Yeah.
So if he would have got that, oh man, that would have been fire.
Yeah.
You know, but
Right.
Damn.
Well, and like I was saying that you can almost make it if you wanted to, kind of like a little bit of a game where you can say, okay, I wonder if this will happen, or I wonder if that'll happen, to where if you don't engage with, the hatred or the person trying to come at you, you can kind of just sit back and watch how easy just ignoring a person will drive them nuts. It literally drives them crazy. And they literally will try upping the ante to where they come at you even harder and harder and harder and harder. And then when that doesn't work, they try to just move on to somebody else. But it's
just for that
kind of
little
crazy to
attention.
see that. Right. I just don't. I don't.
And Sandy, she claims she got all this fucking money and she got these and that.
Hey, so
do something with it.
So what if she
Fuck.
does? Good. You know what I'm saying? Whoop de doo.
Yeah,
Who
right.
cares? Shit, man. Like.
And what you said,
like,
Ramon, that shit is.
If I had a lot of money, like she claims she do, I wouldn't be spending all my time on fucking YouTube. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Is that shit true though, Ramon, about her dad? That he was an owner of,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
from the interview.
I don't know.
Yeah, from her interview that she gave me. Yeah. Yeah, plug. But I think yeah. I remember her saying
well,
that.
he owned a big part of some company, and that company was what do you call it? What's the fucking word? They were tied into like some slavery owning shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Oh, uh-oh.
He fell off.
I about to say one of them must have got to him.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
But what Jim was just said right here, like, yeah, like I'm telling you, man, like, man, motherfuckers just need to start, you know what I mean, just ignoring them, bitch. I know certain people are not going to ignore them, and shit like that. And I gotta get permission from King Troll, but he sent me something through my DMs.
Oh my god, Ramon, look at what Maine just put. I dare you, Ramon. I dare you.
Hold on, let me read it out. Let me read it out loud. All right, King Ramon, you should shave your beard and keep the handlebar mustache, and you will look like Lamont from Sanford.
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Hell no.
No,
Hey,
okay. I dare you, Ramon.
Hey, if you give me $100, no, never mind, because I'm not shaving my beard again. The last time I shaved my beard again was for this job, and nah.
You got to think about it though, right? You got to think it's the summertime. The kids are gone. Like you could have it all twisted up in a like how those older guys do it, where it goes up in like a W shape by the time school gets back in.
Oh hell no! Twist it up, yeah. Be looking like a mad scientist and shit. What's that?
Right?
Was it Dr. Robotnik? Nah, it was another one. Yeah, it'd be looking crazy.
Now
though.
that would be a reason for people to talk shit. Be like, wow, look at that mustache, boy. That's it.
Right. Yeah, I contemplated
No, but the
about
only
entering
thing
the troll event too, but I was like, nah. Last second, I was like, nah. Let me.
I was going to ask you about that, but I was just going to wait until later on. I want to say though that like, I I think now that people have been able to sit back and see uh the way certain people are, like, maybe there are a group of people that just like to constantly be in and out of drama or start shit. Well, now we know who those people are, so they can kind of be amongst themselves and do drama and start shit amongst themselves. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to be involved in it, or we don't have to fall for it. Even if they try to involve, like, people, or come at people, just ignoring them, actually, you win, because when you start arguing back with them, they win.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Even though it takes everything inside of a person to not go ham on someone, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's gonna take a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's all about it's a process. You know what I mean? So hey,
Hey,
I
Pink
just look
Sugar.
I just look at it as a spoiled child. Just treat him like a spoiled child that's trying to get his or her way, and just ignore him. Just be like, nah, I'm the parent. Nah.
I just don't like being I just don't, and I'm not, like I
You know.
told I think it was Larry last night, where I was like, you're not going to be able to figure out something that's irrational. It's not going to make sense. It's stupid, because it's stupid and it doesn't make sense. So, but I don't understand, if you want attention that bad, then why not do your own shit, or whatever? Just, there's way other ways to go about it to get attention.
They're
If
scared.
Exactly. True.
They're
Yeah,
scared.
That
so, yeah, that could be, because
you
I
can.
just don't. If you're not wanted somewhere, why would you force it? I would hate to be like that.
It's not easy doing what you're doing, Fave, and what you do, Ramon. It's not easy sitting there talking to a camera.
Hmm.
Right,
That's true.
right.
I can't
Oh yeah,
do it.
that's true.
I
Yep,
wish I
that's
wish
true.
I wish I could be like one of these fucking $1 million YouTubers.
Don't we
you know,
all?
but
Yeah.
you just gotta either have that skill or you don't.
Yeah, they didn't
Right,
happen.
right.
They didn't happen overnight either. It took them. Some took like years to
Yeah,
even get to that
That's
status
true.
to where they get monetized and they actually getting like a paycheck, and they can actually quit their jobs or their careers or whatever just to be on YouTube.
I know one guy that quit his
Queen
job. Him
Sugar,
and his
salute.
wife, they quit their job and became full-time YouTubers. And he did it at the he did it. He started about 4 years ago, I believe, and
Oh, he did it at the right.
he
He did
became
it
a
at the right time.
millionaire. Like, yeah, he became a millionaire like overnight. His name is Corey. It's
Must be
CJ.
nice and shit.
His channel is
Oh,
called CJ So Smooth.
oh yeah,
Oh,
I
I
heard of
think
him.
I know what you're talking
Yeah, I know
about.
CJ
Yeah,
so smooth.
Hey, Pink
CJ So
Sugar.
Smooth, CJ So
Hello.
Cool, and CJ on 32s. I follow all three of them dudes, man. And
Yeah,
Bandman Kevo.
yeah,
Bandman
Mr.
Kevo is
Organic,
awesome.
Mr.
Mr.
Organic. He's
Organic.
from Minnesota. He blew
Yeah,
up.
he's in LA now. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you know
he's
about him?
big.
Yeah, I met him before.
Hell
Jarvis.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know Jarvis. He's
Yeah.
a tall guy. Yeah. I
Tall
mean, I don't
guy.
know him like that, but yeah, I seen him.
You
They
see
cool
how,
people.
and they were just like us in the beginning. Look at them now.
Yeah.
They living
He's
in fucking, you see
he,
his
he
house?
he's king of downtown for real. Like when he was in Minnesota, he
Hell
was king of
yeah.
downtown for real, man. I
Yes,
used to
sir.
like,
He
yeah,
used to
man.
say people would mistaken him as Dennis Rodman
Oh man,
because
that's
how he
Oh
did
crazy.
his
wow.
beard
I
and
beat
shit.
somebody's ass, man. Somebody.
I was
And
just gonna say, I don't know if that's a good thing. Would that be Dennis Rodman before the dress or
that
after? 'Cause
dude, hey, Ramon, he might be fighting in a YouTube
Yeah,
tournament.
he wants to fight one of the Paul brothers.
Man, he will fuck them up, dude. He will
I
fuck
wish
them up.
somebody
Hands
would.
of God, the hands of God.
Yeah, I mean, he's
But yeah,
fucking dude. Did you
yeah,
see him working out with Cali Muscle?
yeah.
That
I
shit was
yeah I
crazy.
seen him when he was with him at the expo when they had that expo. He did.
They're
Yes.
having their guy conversation, Pink Sugar.
I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Salute, Pink.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me, Queen Sugar. I said salute too.
Yeah. Yes, I heard it. I came up here because the conversation that you all are having is, of course, something that I'm dealing with as far as ignoring someone. And the more I
Yes.
Protect
ignore
your
them,
energy. Yeah.
exactly. And the more I ignore them, the more it drives them crazy. And they keep trying me and keep trying me.
But they ain't try
Right.
you last night, Pink. You came up and nobody came up to fucking holler
Exactly.
at you like
No, they
like
didn't
that.
see Vic. Vic, when she went up, the thing was talking shit in the chat. And then when she
Ended.
went down,
It,
there was nothing said. And it was just like it's and Pink, I want to ask you because, I look up to you and everything like that. And I want to know, is it as hard for you as it is for me to not literally like rip the person apart, verbally because like I'm struggling with not wanting to do that. Like I really just want to like, lose it, but I'm biting my
Oh,
tongue off not
oh,
to.
Fave, real quick. Jen wants you to highlight a question she um referred to a quick Vic. It's like up in
Oh, okay, okay. I'll find it.
it's
Okay.
right. It's right. When you still got mange talking about shaving my beard. It's the next. Yeah,
Right there.
appreciate it. Thank. Yeah,
Okay.
you see
No,
that
it
quick
really,
Vic?
it really isn't that difficult.
not yet.
Um,
Let me look.
What you say, Pink?
because I said it really isn't that difficult to ignore them because they're a piece of shit. So I don't care enough.
Okay, I gotcha. Why do
Proceed.
you think they're
Proceed.
coming at us though?
Because
Well, I think part of the
we
reason
popping.
why
We
they're
popping.
coming at me is because the several messages that they sent to me in my DM, I've never opened them.
Okay, so basically that's kind of what I was thinking too, how you and I had talked before, where it's because we didn't fall for the okey doke or the wolf tickets that we're getting, singled out. I got you. So that's what I thought it was too.
Hmm.
That we don't
Yeah.
fall for the dumb shit.
Right. So they sent me one, pretending to apologize, and I didn't bother opening that. I did, say something about it and I commented on it, but then they turned around and sent um, another message just being totally disrespectful, and I didn't bother opening that one either. So just
Oh
like I'm
wow.
ignoring them in the DM, I'm just gonna ignore them in the chat too. And the more that I ignore them, the more irate they get. So it just goes to show how immature and a piece of shit they are, that they just really, really need that attention from me. And as far as I'm
Right.
concerned, they don't exist.
Right.
Right,
That's it.
right.
Right.
Yep.
I don't pay them
And
no mind in the chat, and definitely don't
and
pay
I
no
can
mind
say
in the
that
DM.
a couple of days ago they did make a comment, and I did respond to that comment. And it was a true fact because I said something. I don't even know who I was talking to, but they made a comment of, "Oh, I'm sure that's the kind of men that you like."
Yeah, that was who you thought you were talking to. She's got a bunch of different accounts because she had gotten blocked off of like she had gotten shot down
Yeah,
with like two.
yeah.
Yeah, so
I know,
that's who
I
you
know
thought it
all.
was.
Yeah, I know all of her fucking names, so I know exactly who I was talking to.
Right.
But
Yep.
it just got to
I
the
saw
point
that too.
when she made that comment, I had to say something because I'm like, no, the kind of men that I deal
Yeah.
with, you wouldn't be fucking breathing right now if I
I
wanted
love
it to happen.
when you put that. I was literally on the other side of the phone, like, yes, yes, yes. It was so funny because
You
I
know,
was like,
to,
I know she didn't expect that at all. Like
yeah,
that was
exactly. Yeah, I mean, to be totally real about the situation, you're lucky you're okay. But
exactly
but that's as far as that's as much attention as she's gotten from me for a long time now. It's not even worth it at
right,
all. So, and I see that it bothers her that I ignore her. So that's good enough for
right,
me.
right. Okay.
You know, yeah, it's no reason to get emotionally um invested or anything with a piece of shit. You know, there's no point in it. It makes me feel stupid if I respond to some shit like that. Fuck
That's
them.
True. And I guess, you know, it ends up being even though like, you know, you're upset or like coming from me where I'm battling with, you know, should I want to say something but I'm trying not to. So it's like I get that they win if you say something because all they want is attention even if it's
Right.
negative, but it's so weird because I'm trying to differentiate the real world in
Mm-hmm.
between the cyber world, you know, and like
Right.
it's hard to get used to that. Like but
Right.
like I said, I look up to you and I value what your opinion and you know, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with the way that you said to do it. Like the biggest thing is just, you know, to ignore it and, you know, not give them what they want, which
It
is,
bothers them
Yeah.
more when you do that too.
Yeah, for
Yes,
real.
it
right.
bothers them more. And then I have to check myself because in my real world, I would approach you in person. So because I can't do that, then what am I
Yo,
doing?
yo, 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 100 Acre Wood. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. I don't like your little stupid pussy ass, man. If you don't
Oh
like it, get the
Lord.
fuck out of here, bro. For real, with your trash
Cameron, you
ass
always
beats,
going at
nigga.
it with Hunted.
With your trash ass beats. I heard your beats,
Oh my
nigga. They
god.
trash, nigga. Shut the fuck up
Hundred
coming over
Acre
here, man.
Oh Lord. 100 Acre Woods, this is the same person. It's not any new thing,
Nah,
so
man,
it's
100 Acre
not like
Woods be on that bullshit, man. I can't stand his stupid ass, man. I can't stand him, man. For real, dude.
Who's
I don't like you, dude. For
what?
real, man. You
Who is
corny,
he?
man. Just shut the fuck up or leave, dog. We don't give a fuck about you. I don't. I speak to me. I don't give a fuck about you, dog. Talk. Oh, we always
I can't
talking
even
about the
remember
same
why
shit.
you guys
Then
don't
then
like each
bounce,
other.
nigga. Bounce, nigga.
Who
The
is he?
fuck?
What's his name?
100
It's
Acre
just
Wood.
I don't
You
see him in the
pussy,
chat.
nigga. I seen you, nigga. I'll beat your ass, nigga. I know what you look like. I'll beat your ass, dog. For real.
King Ramon. We're trying to do positive vibes today. It's a
Yeah, I'm
Friday.
trying to protect my
Breathe
energy,
in, breathe
but
out.
he's not like them. He's not like them bitches. He's acting like a bitch, but he's not like them bitches. So I could address him. But yeah, but you know what? You right. You right. Hey, if you don't like it, get the fuck out, man. Matter of fact,
And,
hey, does he have a wrench?
Oh my God. Will you stop it? You're always trying to blast people now. You're up on the panel. Leave the chat alone,
Yeah,
Ramon.
man. I get him the fuck up
Yeah,
out of here, man.
really.
and to Jen's question, yes, I did notice that, Jen. I'm not gonna fucking dislike somebody because you tell me to. Who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Just
Oh
because you
yeah,
got
Pink
beef
Sugar.
with
Did you hear
somebody.
about that?
What?
To where one of the, you know, like they were trying to start things in between Jen and you know, Vic and stuff like that. So this is like I guess nothing new. I just don't, like I said, it's got to be kind of a sad existence
Especially
where
for a
all
50-year-old woman, man. Come on. The fuck?
what you said.
Wow. No, I wasn't aware of that. Well, I think because anything that has to do with them, I just totally ignore it.
Right. Well, and you know that, like, I don't know if you've heard Pink, but Vic was one of the people. I think King Ramon was, and I think Tommy did. But when they've tried to say things about you or me, like they've even said, like, you know, we can't back you up on that because what did Pink do? Nothing. What did Fabe do? Nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's actually making them look, you know, because you and I, we don't fuck with people at all.
Yeah.
Right. No, I was not aware.
No, me and Larry went off on her when she said fuck Fave, Pink, fuck Pink Sugar, and we were like, whoa, 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 what?
Yeah, yeah,
Hold up.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
missed
I ain't
that.
co-signing that shit.
They lucky I'm not going at them, man, because I would have.
But I mean, to try
But
to run around from chat to chat trying to convince people
But that's what they
to
want.
take
They
your
want a rise
side
out
is
of us. That's
yeah,
exactly
crazy.
what they want,
they
though.
wouldn't
That's
do
why they're
that
saying
shit
the
in
shit
real
that they're
life.
saying because they want a
Exactly.
rise out of us. If we just keep ignoring them, like Pink, like you said, just keep it. Just don't pay them no mind, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
keep it, keep
if
ignoring them.
you watch if you watch the chat, she'll say all kinds of shit to me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't say
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Right.
You're a
I
better
mean,
one than me, Pink. I'm telling
Let
you, if we're gonna all ignore them, like, you know, and I've seen it work. I've seen it work for, you know, I've seen it work to where they turn on each other, so I know it works. But with me, I'm struggling, so I might have to like like get a hold of somebody like Pink, Ramon, whoever, and be like, okay, tell me one more time why I'm not like, going off like because
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
I mean, and I
hard.
have to say that to myself. I mean, she's gone as far as to even use other derogatory words that not everybody knows that they are derogatory, but I do.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, Pink.
Right, right, Ben. Right, you're
I
right, Ben.
saw that shit last
Yep.
night. Yes, the
Yep.
fuck. Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. Yep.
And you know what my
Yep.
take was it on Fave? I know you're a veteran, so I
Uh-huh.
know how you're disciplined. You know what I mean? In a
Right.
way, because I do martial arts, so I know how discipline works. So I thought that's
Right.
why you just kept your composure and you were just like, fuck her. You know
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean?
I mean, it's been,
Words.
it has been, it actually affects me more that when she talks about my friends than it does me. But
Yeah, yeah,
it,
yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
very protective, you know what I mean? And I don't want, I just, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm protective.
Because you're a
But
loyal person.
Right.
You're
yeah,
a
Right.
loyal person
yeah, yeah, I
in
don't
real
like,
life.
you said, it wouldn't be happening in real life. And like I said, one of the hardest things for me right now is trying to remember that it's online and
Hmm.
that it wouldn't be the same in real life,
You know, just like when we cammed up that night when I was upset, and I kept saying, I can't do anything physically to her. So what the fuck is the point? Like there's no
Well,
reason for me to be
Right.
this upset because I can't do
yeah, you're
what I
just
want
getting yourself all upset over nothing.
right. And as long as I can't do what I want to do, then there's no point.
Yeah, you got a great
That
point
makes
there.
yeah, that makes a great point. Yeah, I can look at it like that. It's funny too, Vic, that you brought up the military because I think it was Larry on my show last night where I told him or I told Ramon, it was one of the two, where I was like, it's becoming really hard and I'm about to lose my military bearing on this situation. Like because your
Yeah.
military bearing is where no matter what, you don't engage. You know what I mean? And I was
Right,
like, I'm gonna lose
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna lose it.
right,
But
right.
I'm really glad you came up here, Pink, because you are one of the people that I have really been the most upset about. That I don't, like I said, I don't like, and then to turn around and say bullies when they're the, oh my God, I don't even want to like,
Yeah.
but
I'm a victim.
oh fucking God,
I'm a
Right.
victim.
But I also know that a person like that, the way they behave, there is no way in the world that if she saw me in person, that she would behave that way.
oh
So,
fuck
Anybody.
no.
you know,
She's a
so
crackhead fucking
Yeah.
alcoholic. And that's a
exactly.
fact.
Uh
So,
That's a
yeah.
fact.
so
She's told it. She said it out of her own fucking mouth.
Yeah.
right. So if this is the way that she
I
validates her
want to talk about her
existence,
so bad. I want to talk
then
about this
let
so
her
bad,
have
but
it.
I'm not.
Oh,
Because
fucking
Yeah,
whoa.
I
in real
can't,
life,
neither can you, King Ramon.
I know. It's. I'm just hope. I'm just
Damn it.
like. Ugh.
this may be
Protect
the
my
only
energy.
time in her
Protect
life
my
that
energy.
she got any kind of attention,
Hmm.
Yes.
and felt
Yes.
normal. So if this
Yes.
is gonna make her feel normal, fuck it. Let her have it because in real life I'm good.
Did y'all hear
Well,
me? Did you hear me tell her when she was going off like that? I kept fucking with her. I said, Megan, keep your composure. Keep your composure. I don't want to see you
Right.
cry.
Don't want to see you cry.
I
oh
Right.
God.
was fucking with her.
Well, and one of the things I think it's tomorrow after the troll event or after what's going to happen where we're going underground. Like Pink, you know about that, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be kind of cool too because I'm reading subliminals and I'm just going to leave it at that. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
Right.
what's up with that, Fabe? I heard, no, I don't even want to say her name, but the one we were, anyway, they're saying they're talking uh, what do you call it? In the chat now, the girls, they're talking in emojis or some shit.
It's I'm just going to say that
Or
that
is
you're
that
you're
crypto?
well, I'm going to
Yeah.
put it like this. You're pretty much I'm pretty sure you're okay, so you'll see it when it happens. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure you're on the okay side, so you're good to go. Don't worry about it. Just
I'm
follow.
I'm
Just
when I first went on KT channel, I was a different, like, I was different then than I am now on KT's channel.
Hmm.
I just listen to the fuckery. I try not to get too involved unless somebody comes at me. I'll just go at them back, but I don't come out of my mouth disrespectful. It's like bringing their kids into it. And,
Right, right.
I don't like it when they bring kids and your mother and your grandmother. Keep it,
No.
if you can just keep it to you and that other person ragging on each other, that's cool. But when you start bringing everybody else into the picture, that's fucked up. That's foul.
Right.
Put,
Yep.
Putting
I
family
agree.
members on the camera and shit. I mean, that's just crazy. I'll never put my
Oh, you talking
daughter
about
on the camera.
Venezuela?
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about Venezuela? You
Venezuela.
showed his grandma?
Oh, his fucking grandma, man. Come on, man. Have some respect for the old lady, bro.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
He put his grandma on camera.
Yeah, a couple times.
That boy
Yeah,
is a nutcase. What the hell?
He
On a
is.
troll page? Like,
On a
really?
fucking troll page. Yep.
they got screenshots up too.
That shit's crazy. Oh, you know Aaron got screenshots. That motherfucker got screenshots of everybody. Tammy D. That shit is crazy. I've never seen anything like that. When I saw that for the first time, Tommy as a woman, I about freaked and fucking lost it. Why would somebody do that? That never even came to my mind. Why a dude would want to look at himself as a woman. That shit was
Hey, you know why?
crazy.
You know why? Yeah,
God damn.
it's
Yeah, I think
2021.
it's a cultural thing too, though, because different people joke differently. Some shit is
True.
acceptable, and to some, and then to others is not. Because if you take somebody like 777, in certain circles, I know, but in certain circles, the thing he says is acceptable.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Where
He's
in
a
other circles, you're looking at him like, what the fuck?
he's a good troller though. He will get under your
He
fucking
is.
skin, man.
He is.
I
But it
can't
all depends on,
on
your
yourself.
background. Some shit is not acceptable to certain people.
Yeah. Tommy takes it though, man. He takes it and takes it and takes it.
Pause.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Ah,
Mhm.
pause.
I'll just play.
He just keeps coming back for
That
more.
that was a good one.
See? Vic kept going too.
I know, right?
Damn.
He said he keeps coming back for more.
Oh my goodness, that was
Tommy's
a good
cool
one.
though. I like what Tommy's doing, man. At least he's fucking giving back to his community.
But to me, that's just an example of, people troll differently. But
Yep.
then you have just outright nasty, disgusting ass people.
Yeah.
Right, right. Well, it's
That's just not.
confusing.
Like Vision.
Yeah, it's confusing. Like Pink Sugar said though, that people do it differently, because like even bringing up Tommy, how he does it, he defended me and Pink, and at the
Yeah,
same
he
time
did.
he'll be like, why are you guys ganging up on Megan, like, so it's like it's
Right.
confusing. But I guess that maybe that's just a different style. I don't know.
Or maybe he sees both.
Right, true.
Because if
Talking
he's
about
been
old head.
exposed to both, then he understands both sides. But
Who
fuck
y'all talking
her.
about? Who y'all talking about? Old head?
He sent that bitch money, man. The fuck?
Who?
Tommy did? Who?
Yeah. He sent that bitch money.
Who?
Tommy.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, you sent alligator some money?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
More more than once, I think.
He's probably still doing it, man. Who knows, man?
That's
I
a
will
He looked
damn
never.
like
shame.
he looked like the type that'd be a simp though, man. Like
You
that,
know
man.
what? Now that I think about it, that Vic brings that up, right? Maybe that's why she's stuck around like a piece of black mold. You know what I mean? That like that
Somebody else
maybe
sent her some
she.
money?
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing to send somebody money if you want to send somebody money or whatever. Do
No,
you?
for support.
But when you sending certain people like her money,
Right. Right.
And all she's gonna do is go buy alcohol or something with it. And she got a boyfriend that works.
Right.
Come on, man. Sending you no fucking
I
money unless
wish
I
I
know you
would
like
have a
that.
man. Yeah, that's. I don't.
yeah,
Mm-mm,
nah,
mm-mm.
uh,
But yeah,
That
I think
shit
the
is
best
crazy.
thing
Like,
oh
I
yeah,
think the
remember
best
y'all?
thing to do
I
is
paid
just
her rent. I
ignore.
paid her rent. Remember?
oh God, when she was saying that shit. No, Vic. No, yo. Vic stood up for you, Ramon,
I
because
know,
she
I
actually
know.
brought that up again, and Vic was like, "You're flat out lying on him. You need to stop doing that." That's the thing that
Yeah,
I have a
Vic
problem
was
with,
like,
though.
yeah, Vic was like, you need to show the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, and I have a problem when it's just flat out lying. You know what I mean? When
Right.
you're trying to say that, people are threatening your first of all, how when you don't even have any of them, and second of all, how when that didn't happen. When you're and when you're. I don't like the lying, like Pink when you said when she
Right.
was lying on Kid Murray. Like I don't, you know, that's what gets people, fucked up and killed and all that. Like I don't like shit like that. I don't. Ugh.
Right. That's what sparked Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Yeah,
A fucking lie.
I'm pretty much. This probably gonna be on This probably gonna be on King Troll tonight.
Oh, shut up, Ramon. I didn't
I'm
even
just
think
saying.
about that.
Hey, I did. Hey, but it is what it is. You know, we got to
Well,
get it off our
like
chest.
like I've been doing, I'm just going to continue to ignore.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna listen to you guys, and I'm gonna, take the keys out of the C-130 and not drop the bombs
Right.
yet, I guess. But
Right.
Right.
yeah,
I'm not
Yeah.
it's hard.
there is no complaining. There is no, calling the person out. The person, they are who they are. So you either stick around and ignore them or don't.
Hey, I'm gonna
Right.
keep it. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, like I always do. They are the type of people that you got to meet them like for real, outside this shit. Yeah, like my wife,
I don't even want to
she
know them
wants she
type of
wants
people, to be
she
honest.
wants to molly she wants to mollywop
That's a good one, Vic.
she wants to mollywop her so bad, man. Like
I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but you want to know what I just thought of, King Ramon? What I just thought of, right? Because how, like I told you guys earlier, I'm more upset about what is being said about my friends than I am me. But just like you said, your wife wants to, model. You don't, that I've been wanting to. But the whole thing is, guess what would happen? We'd have a $500 bail,
Right.
and then on top of that, she'd be riding the victim wave.
Yep.
yeah, I'll be out tomorrow or tonight.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not worth it.
Yeah, I know it's not. Yeah, but
Well,
man,
you know what? Until if King Ramon can do it, and and as boastful as he is, I can do it. I can ignore. I can ignore. I'm
there
just
you
gonna keep
go.
telling myself that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Pink, I'm glad you came up here. Did you get my email, Pink? I emailed you yesterday.
no, because I've been moving and doing all kinds of shit.
She don't be
I
checking her
figured just
emails.
when.
Pink don't be checking her emails either. I emailed her like 50 times. She ain't emailed me back.
Dang,
Really?
stalker! What the hell?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I never check my emails.
I will. I'll check it out. Though. I haven't been home in a couple of days, so I'll look.
Oh, yeah, I emailed you yesterday, and I just had a really quick question in there to ask you about, but I don't want to say it out loud because it's like you'll when you read it, you'll figure it out. It's kind of like um you'll be able to read it in there. I don't want to let it out.
Okay, I'll look.
People bite the style too much.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Yeah,
proceed.
you know that.
Yes. So what does everybody have planned for tonight on a Friday?
I don't know, but I feel like I got a fight with Maine the Milkman coming.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hey, email us. Email us.
Is Maine being petty? Oh, she let. I was gonna say, is Maine being his
Oh.
petty belly again?
I gotta
But
set up this chime card, man.
Oh yeah, hey Vic, that's a really cool. I ended up getting that, and I really like it. Like chime
How
is
do
a
you?
really. I like them.
Can you tell me how to do it, Faye? What do I do? Just go to CVS and put money on the card,
Kind of. What
and then you
do
can cash
you
out.
put your do this? Put your email in the back chat, and I can like if you'll read your email, I can like help you that way. That way you don't have to like say it out loud or whatever. How to do it, but basically you can go to I think it's CVS, Walgreens,
Yeah.
there's a couple other places, and what you do, you just hand them the card, and then I think it's like a $4 fee, and you
Uh-huh.
tell them you want to put this much on it, and yep, that's basically what you do.
And then I can cash out like Maine and stuff like that.
Yep, you already have your Cash App, like you have a Cash App set up already.
No, I gotta set up a chime, or I got a few different ones. I got the Li Pro, the Lily Pro,
hey,
I don't know
because I
that
don't.
one.
I didn't want to put my real credit card in there because
Right,
it's linked to me. Me and my wife have a joint account, and I don't want that shit on the internet.
Cash App giving out cards,
right.
man.
Oh, are they?
Well,
Yeah, I showed
all
you.
you gotta
Hold on.
But one of them give a
Oh,
They
sick.
take a
Oh, yeah,
certain percentage, right?
it's my Cash App card right here.
But all you got to do is like
It's my Cash App.
because once you get your chime card ready, you'll link that to your Cash App, I think is how you would say it.
Do you
And
have to?
then
Do you have to have a bank account though?
no, you can just use the number on your chime card.
Okay.
Oh, that's like almost enough.
And
Yeah, I got
but
one
if you
just
don't
like that.
if you don't have Cash App yet, you got to go to your Play Store and just put in Cash App and then download it.
At the App Store, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I got you.
And then it'll kind of
Talk
it'll
you
kind
through
of
it.
tell you. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And if
Yeah.
you got any questions, you can just like ask. Any of us will help or whatever. But I know that that's what I had to do, but it can get a little bit confusing.
Yeah, my wife should be able to tell me. She's got like Venmo and Zelle and shit like that.
Yeah, just make sure you download the Cash App, do that, and then you'll end up. It's what is it called? Like I think you link. It'll say like link a bank account or link an account, and you'll press that, but it's not. It'll just be the number on your chime card since you're gonna load it that way.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, and then that way you'll be good to go. That's what kind of sucks, right? You can't really go anywhere and put money on your Cash App card. You can't do that yet.
I was thinking
So
about just getting a separate
You can.
bank account
Yeah, you can.
with a debit card.
you can?
Yeah.
How?
On your Cash App card?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you mean like not receive
Deposit.
Cash App. You mean like separate and put it on your Cash App?
Yeah, like you can't walk in.
Got it.
Yeah,
No,
like
you
you can't walk in. Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Okay.
yeah,
No,
Vic,
you
if you
can't.
ever yeah, if you ever need help or whatever, just ask like me or
Yeah,
Ramon or something like
I
that.
have a Cash App debit card.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but
You just load that.
right, but I don't.
From your
Vic doesn't
bank.
have Cash App yet.
So just link your bank card or your bank account, and then it goes directly to.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, bank
Yeah,
said
you and
link
the
your
wife will
bank
be able to
account.
figure it out.
Yeah,
And
I'll
then
figure it out.
you can get a free, like what Ramon showed you. Once you're done setting up all your stuff, you can get a free Cash App debit card, like what Pink was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
And
Yeah.
customized.
then they mail that to you. That
Yeah,
way you can use.
I have 3 different ones right now that I can put
Okay.
money on, but I just don't know if I trust them.
I get what you mean. Yeah, you
Like
don't with your info and
Nets,
stuff.
but
Yeah,
my wife said Chime is a real bank though.
It
they
is.
are. They are.
It's online
Yep.
bank. Yep.
Online banking, yeah.
The only thing that people will see is, say that you say you send a Cash App to King Ramon. The only thing that you guys will see of each other is whatever your Cash App name is, right, King Ramon?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, like I think that's it. Like they don't see anything else. They only see like whatever your Cash App name is. That's it.
Oh, they don't even see your real name.
It's not like PayPal.
Which one
No,
is the one that takes a percentage? Is that
that is
PayPal?
PayPal.
Yes.
PayPal.
Yeah, fuck PayPal.
No, PayPal is good.
Yeah,
Like
but if I sent you $20, they're gonna take a percentage out of that.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't want that.
Right.
I want the
I
person to
know,
get what I
right?
send
Every
them.
cent counts. Ramon's a baller and shit. Like, be quiet, Ramon. Shit. The rest of us got to count pennies, bro. Like, shut up.
Oh
Yeah, I
hell
mean, if
no.
you want to send somebody's money, then
I
you
wish
just
I was
send
bald.
somebody's money, whatever the hell it is.
I wish I was
What'd you say?
bald.
I couldn't hear you, Pink.
I'm just gonna load the limit that's on there. That's what I'm gonna do. I think the limit is 3,000. I think. Gotta read it.
I have no idea. If you
3
ever
or
have a question about it, like when I had
3
a
or
question
5.
about the chime or anything like that, I just Googled it.
Right.
King
Yeah.
Ramon, if you don't get your bullshit out of my camera view,
Mhm. Yeah, I have all those cards, even Venmo.
Yeah, my wife does too. Pink.
Oh, Venmo. I was trying to get on that, but I was like, nah,
Zelle. She got Zelle.
it's too much to remember and shit, man.
I
I just
know,
got
right? Wasn't which one was the one that you guys were making fun of somebody over there that they had, that it was so old or something like that? They were the only person that had it. Wasn't it Zell or something?
No, that
I
was
can't.
No, Zelle's pretty new.
Okay, then I damn it. It wasn't Vision, I don't think, but it was somebody over there that had like an older one, and King Troll didn't have it, so he was talking shit to him. But I can't remember.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, like which one it was.
PayPal. It was PayPal because he was like, I can't figure that shit out.
And
Yeah,
that's
right.
crazy too. How you don't have to accept the money. You can send it back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because KT fucking sent Tommy
He sent
his
mine back
cash
too.
app because he wouldn't play what's
Oh
his
yeah,
name?
the song, the Eminem song.
Eminem song. Yeah.
King Troll sent mine back too. But I said something crazy about one of them two females. I said,
Oh yeah, I heard him say
you
that.
remember that? Yeah.
Ramon. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he
That
ended
was
up
yesterday,
sending.
wasn't it?
Yeah. He's like, I can't. He said, yo, he used to call me King Ramo all the time. But I ain't care. He's like, Ramo, I can't say that, Ramo. I had to send it back, man. I was like, damn.
He
Yeah, he
seems
didn't.
like a real genuine guy, man.
He does.
I would like to meet him in person someday.
He
Nah.
didn't see like how that one day
No, you
when
don't.
King
No, I'm just
Ramon and
playing.
Fresh were trying to get Kid Murray off the panel that one day.
Because he even said it last night. He was on a rant. He's not the same person in real life that he is on that computer.
He's not.
He's not, right, Pink?
No, not at all.
Do you know him personally?
The way I met him was because he was acting up in the street.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a really good guy. And the shit he be saying, man,
Him
it'd be
through
true.
YouTube, but it was a, real
I'm hearing a really loud echo.
Uh-oh. The host dropped off, yo. Hey, please hit that like button. Hit that like button
Oh,
for
it's
female Army veterans.
Faves.
Like,
Is that what it
share,
is?
subscribe,
Yeah,
hit that
she'll
notification
be back.
bell for all future shows and updates, and you get it quick right there,
Is
first
King
thing. All right?
Ramon frozen?
No,
Yep.
He's not frozen.
There he
that's
is.
you. That's you. I'm not frozen. See.
It was kind of going in slow motion a little bit though.
Oh,
It's cloudy right now. It looked like it might storm any second.
I wish it was like that here. It's nice and cool when that shit happens.
Yeah, it's hot right
But
now.
that could happen like in 5 minutes. Like it's sunny right now, and in 5 minutes it could be storming down rain like crazy, and it'll stop.
Yep, and then clear up again like it
Yeah.
never happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
what
it.
I like about Florida.
I've seen it rain in the front of my house and not be raining in the back of my house. That shit was bugged out.
Typical Florida bullshit.
Yeah,
North
right,
Carolina's
Yep.
Is the echo going now, guys?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yes.
Okay, it was me.
Damn, Fabe, you going on 4 hours?
I know, isn't that crazy?
That's awesome. Shit.
Yes. I'm having fun though. I'm glad. It seems like shows that you end up doing where you don't plan to be on there long, or you just plan to go on and talk about something really quickly. Those always turn out like to be the best ones.
Right. Facts on
that. King Ramon, are you frozen?
Nope.
Oh, so you being funny? You were just doing mime shit? Like that's funny. Like you just
Thank
were
all of
waiting
y'all on
for
the
me
chat.
to ask you that dumb shit.
Hey,
Well, I laugh because I
do that
asked
at the
the same
malls.
question.
I used to do that at the malls, like pretend to be a mannequin and scare people and shit. Yeah.
You would. Weirdo. Hell no.
Oh, well, I'm about to go in the supermarket, so I'm sure my phone will drop.
You going to the
All right,
farmers
my
market?
love. Well, thank you. Thank you
Salute,
very
Pink.
much for coming up,
Super.
Pink Sugar. And don't forget to look at your email. And like
Yes,
I said,
I
thank
will.
you again. Thank you again for talking to me about it.
Yo,
That
Pink
helped a lot.
Sugar, I need some Roma tomatoes and
Who are you,
And some
Kevin
top
Smith?
ramen.
Stop trying to get people to go to the
And
store,
some top
Kevin.
ramen.
and some top ramen.
I'll get you some oodles and noodles.
I was about to
No,
say I'm top
you
ramen.
want them plum tomatoes. Those are even better.
No, I need
I'll see y'all later on at King Show,
right.
probably.
All right,
All right,
Pink.
Queen.
Have a
Okay,
good one.
we'll see you over there.
All right, Vic. All right.
Bye.
Later, Queen.
Bye.
Bye.
King Ramon, you didn't hear what I said? Remember how that guy Kevin Smith is the one that's always over on King Troll, where he's like, "Oh, go to the store and get me this." That's his whole like stick or whatever. And so when you were doing that, I was like, "Who are you, Kevin Smith?" Remember?
Oh, and you're right.
Or how
Like, go
what
to
is
the
that
store.
thing that Maine plays? Yeah, isn't it off of Price is Right, where it goes dun 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 like the loser noise on Price is Right.
Yeah, that show still comes on, man.
That
No
show's
way,
still
for real?
running with Bob Barker? No way.
He's dead.
Huh?
He's dead.
Oh, he did die?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, there's a chubby guy that does it now, right? I can't remember his name.
He's
With the
Indian.
glasses.
He used to have his own Jew something.
Yes.
Jew,
Is that like the British guy?
No,
No,
he's not
he's
British.
not British.
Okay.
I forgot.
I can't
his
remember
name.
his name.
Yeah.
He was a comedian and shit.
Something. Yeah.
That's right, I do remember. It's not the same though. The way
I
Bob
always
Barker
wanted to go on
ran.
that show though. Yeah.
I know,
oh my
I
God,
did too back in the day.
So bad. I used to want to go on that and Wheel of Fortune just so I could turn the letters and shit.
You want to be Fave White. You want to be Fave White.
Heck yeah, I just want to run across there and just turn all of them over and then run away and shit.
I love that little laugh
Wow.
you got, Fave.
Thank you. Maine
Sounds
gives
so
me
cute.
I'm a drop on behind the bar with my laugh, but whatever. I feel
Yeah.
better once I heard Maine laugh, like because his is worse than mine. So
They make fun of me.
uh,
But
Tommy be the one making fun of me about my laugh, and he ain't want to talk. I'm like, dude, look,
I
listen
know
to your
Tommy's
laugh,
got the
dude.
crazy. Yo, Tommy sounds like a mix between.
God damn,
What the hell was that?
fucking Harley Davidson. Holy
That was
shit.
some loud shit.
Yeah,
Tommy's laugh sounds like an in between of like, the clown on It and like the doll from Saw. Like that's why it's like high pitched and he cackles like
yeah,
it is funny, like it'll make you laugh, but like his laugh is definitely like it's different, I'll tell you that. So like you
yeah,
that
said, Vic,
sounds
he can't
crazy.
pick on you. Yeah, like he can't pick on you when his laugh is crazy as hell too.
yeah. Everybody's got a different laugh, and it's good to laugh, man. Shit.
Oh, speaking of laughs, 9 o'clock. I'm doing another prank calls, another round prank calls. Where I'm calling. I play these prank calls that people
Oh,
do.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw a
you're
little bit
doing
of that.
another one of those.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? I'm doing that around 9. I get off at 7:30 tonight, so I'm gonna do that around 9. Yeah.
Are
Okay,
you
that
are
way
you
I don't
actually doing the calling?
No.
Oh, you're just listening to other prank calls.
Yeah. I'm just playing.
There's
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a guy from New York that does it real good. He calls people, say, "Hey, I got a job for you. You ready to work? Get your fucking tools." You know who I'm
know. Oh
talking about?
damn,
Hell no.
I think I've
Oh,
heard that
this
guy before.
he
I gotta
is
look him up though.
funny. He is funny as shit.
Put him on my show.
And the person would be like, "No, no, I'm good. I don't need a job." And he said, and then he comes back and he goes, "Oh, so you want a fucking job? Be ready tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Have your fucking boots on." And he just keeps going on and on. It's so funny. I can't remember the name of him.
I should prank call using Vision's voice. I should prank call
Oh
somebody.
my god.
They might not understand you.
Did
That's
you
the
guys ever see the one where somebody called like the person called two different, like they called Pizza Hut and they called Domino's,
yeah,
and they
and
put
they
them
was
on
answering.
the phone with each other
Yeah,
to where they were like, well, you called me, and no, both of them were like, what do you want to order or whatever,
yeah.
and the other one was like, you called me, what do you want to order, and they kept going back and forth. This shit was
Hey, I
hilarious.
gotta find that one. Yeah, I got. If I can find that, I'm playing that. I'm playing that on my show tonight. If I can find
That
that,
was
I'm playing
funny.
that. Cause yes. They got another one.
Yeah,
This
that one was
guy,
funny.
he does like Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations, and he be prank calling people with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He be like, get out. He like play like different Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, and he like blend them in, and he has like this some type of machine that whatever question they ask or something like that, he could press a button and it'll make like perfect sense, like he's actually like talking to him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. But oh man, shit. Damn. Almost cussed.
What?
Nothing. I seen Breezy, but I didn't see the Fresh. So I thought that was somebody else. So yeah, my bad, Fresh Breezy.
Oh, I get you. I get you. I get you. I
Got it.
get you. That's funny. Haha.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was like,
that caught me too. Off
yeah. I was
surprise.
like, huh? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. I had to take a double look.
I was like, hold on, let me exit out of here. I got something to do.
See, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you double checked. That would have started a whole bunch of shit.
Oh
Yeah.
And then you would have been like, I swear I thought it was, and we would have been like, oh no.
no, no, Fresh got a wrench though, so I couldn't do it. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot. Yep, yep, you're right.
but still, still just the mix up alone, like it would have been like that.
Right. I gotta go and check, like Vic said. I gotta make sure. I gotta go and
Yeah,
check. I
because
only, I
that's what
gave
threw
you
me
guys.
off. as I saw that they had a wrench, so I was like, wait. And then
Okay.
I thought to myself, maybe you
Yeah,
had
my
given
bad,
her a
bro.
wrench at one point in time.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
I've
talking
only
about the
given out
jerky boys.
wrenches.
Yeah.
People
I've
take
only
them wrenches too serious sometimes, though.
Yeah, they do. I've only given out wrenches like one time where I gave like, all the like the behind the bar, and then now that I've got more people, I'll have to go back and and look. I'm
The pe-
actually getting more people. I'm so like excited. Oh,
yeah, the people I would give wrenches
Yeah.
to
Me too.
myself personally would be like the people that fuck with me. You know what I mean? That when
right.
I go
Yeah,
live,
exactly.
they're
Yep.
there.
I'm about to start charging for wrenches. Like, you want a wrench, you got cash at me like $2 or $3 or something.
You can do that.
That's all.
And believe
Listen,
it or not, people
I
will
thought of
pay
that
it.
first.
$2 ain't shit, man. But it adds
man,
up.
do you know I've seen people charge 50 and people paid that shit and the channel wasn't even that big. I was like, the fuck?
Hey, real
And
talk. I paid Maine $5 to have a wrench because on his regular behind the bar, his original behind the bar, he doesn't have any wrenches except for Raz Girl
oh right,
and
yeah.
himself. And
Now
I
you
think
see $5,
so.
I would get that. You gotta be careful though, because like it's a hard thing if you get into that, because $5 I would say is normal or whatever to start with, if you're especially if you're friends or whatever. But $2 or $3 a troll would pay. And if a troll has a wrench, they can time out, your people and shit. So you got to be. I don't
That's
know. It's a tricky game.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving a troll. I'm not giving any trolls, man. I'll be like, nah. I refund your money, or I'll be like,
you know what, guys? That's another thing I'd like to know is like, what's the average cash app you send somebody that's respectful? You know what I mean? Like
King
Maine,
Ramon's a big cash app.
You know how
Yeah.
Maine asked for $2. I'd feel like a piece of shit just cash apping him $2.
I send minimum of $5. That's just me. That's just me. Minimum $5.
And like a lot of
Yeah,
people,
That's just
like
me.
if
because I
yeah,
was
if the
thinking
person,
like $20 would
well,
be.
if you like the show that you're, like if you're having fun on the show or something like that, sometimes people send like 10, people send 20, like people send more than that. Like it's
Yeah,
all how much
Hmm.
you like the show, and it's just
right.
what you feel like sending. Yeah. And
Like it was like this hooker that got her own YouTube channel. I sent her like $500.
what the fuck?
500.
I'm just kidding. That was for fave. It's an ins-
Ramon, you see that's how the fuck rumors get started, bro. Like for real, like you're tripping
Yeah,
on a Friday, bro.
somebody use that shit for a clip.
somebody
It's
clip
too
that.
right.
Yeah.
It's too fucking hot in Florida for you to be playing with me like that, okay? Like stop it. Like you're tripping, bro.
Somebody clip.
Tripping.
Oh, somebody clip that. So
You're
that was funny.
losing it. You're losing it. Well, I guess you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down a little bit so I can get ready to dogs. That way,
Yeah, I gotta finish work. And, yeah.
yeah, because you'll be getting off pretty soon. And I
Yeah,
guess
that's
like
what she
Pink
said.
Sugar said, we'll probably be over at KT's or whatever. And then I know you're going live at 9. You said, Ramon, and I wish, damn it, I should have asked Maine when he was here if he was going to go live tonight or not. But he'll probably go live tomorrow. Do you think so, Ramon? Isn't it usually Saturday?
Usually Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay,
usually does
and
it
then
Saturday every
okay, and then if Larry goes live, he'll be probably like
late.
11 something. Yeah. Okay,
Larry,
so we're good.
shit. Sometimes Larry's at 3 in the morning and shit.
I know, right? we gotta keep our night spot taken and filled up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, Faye.
I did it last night.
All right, quick, Vic, man.
All
Salute to
right, you
both of
guys.
y'all.
Thank you so much for coming up.
No
Yes, I'll
problem.
talk
Thanks
to
for
you later,
having me.
Vic.
Thank you.
No
Salute
problem.
to the chat.
Yup. Yup.
So Ramon, I guess I'll talk to you soon too. It is so damn hot down here, dude. Like I'm just like miserable
Yeah,
right now.
I love it. I'm about to go have me a cigarette right now and soak up some more of that sun. Yeah.
You can come down here and have this shit.
Hell yeah. Give it to me. Ah.
Pause. Pause. Okay, but
Pause.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, I'm gonna
Wait, you
shut
a
it down.
man? You a man now? You said pause.
What? No.
You should have
Listen,
said
I look at the pause. Listen, you guys got me saying the pause thing, right? So like,
what you should have said. You should have said that's what she said, not pause.
that's what I usually say, but I didn't want to wear that out too much. So now
Oh, that's what
you
she
guys
said.
started saying,
That's what she said.
I'm gonna get enough of you using my lines against me. You know that, right? Because like, I've been to Minnesota before. Like I can make that
Oh,
happen. Like I know how to
all
get
right,
there.
all right.
You know
My
that.
fault. My fault.
Okay. Yes. Tread lightly.
About I'm not worthy. All right, Faye. Nice
I'll
kicking it with
talk
you.
to you.
And,
Yes, thank you for being up here and thank you for the Cash App and
problem.
I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, Faye. Peace and
Okay, yeah.
get some shade and stay
Talk
cool.
soon.
Tell Pino and Chico I said woof 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 woof.
Oh Lord. I got you.
All right, bet. Later.
All right, bye. I think he froze. Okay, there we go. The screen had froze. Well, thank you everybody. Like I said, everybody that came on the show and everybody that was in the chat. I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. I didn't know that it was going to end up. I thought I was just going to jump on, throw you guys that info, and then that way when I had the updates, it would be easy for me to, tell you guys about it. But I'm really, really glad that everybody came and we had fun and people came up on the panel and Larry even came up for a little bit, even though he's stuck at work. But like I said, I had fun. Thank you. Like I said, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Fresh. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to King Ramon. Shout out to Crypto, NASA, Jen. Who else? Hunnit. Trying to think. Who else was in here? Oh, of course, Maine at behind the bar. If I forget anybody, definitely show. Oh, Pink, duh. A-Boy, everybody that came by, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me. And it's Friday, so everybody's gonna be running all over YouTube, right? In the streets, bouncing from panel to panel and everything to everything. So I'm pretty sure I'll run into everybody. But everybody have a good evening, and like I said, I'll probably see everybody around, okay? Thank you guys again for being here, and I will see you guys soon.